everybody! My name is Michael Gray, and today I'm playing Nancy Drew number 25, Alibi in Ashes. I'm playing this game as part of the 2014 Nancy Drew Games Mega Marathon. I am playing all of the Nancy Drew games in order, in preparation for Nancy Drew number 30, being released later this month. No, next month.
Hi,
the other
I'm
month?
Nancy Drew.
It's being released in May.
My desk. Go ahead and poke around.
It's being released in May of 2014. This game was released in October of 2011. Specifically, October 18th, 2011. The Nancy Drew Clue crew is here with me. Everybody is in the studio audience watching me play this game live on the internet. There are 160 people watching this. Unless there are like two people in the same room watching on the same computer.
If you want to know the particulars of how I do what I do, take a look at the book titled How to Be a Detective. It's real helpful, especially if you're new.
So this How to Be a Detective book is interesting. I think it randomly disappears in the game, and I will point this out later on. I think it's cool how Nancy has like ND, Nancy Drew. That's so cool. And here's the case file. The Clues Challenge. It's that time of year again. Grab your pens and strap on your thinking caps. The Clues Challenge is on the way. Teams of 6 may compete in the week-long challenge. Teams of 7 are allowed with a 5-point penalty. Now we are playing as Team Danger with Ned, Bess, and George, Nancy's friends. Okay, so the winning team gets to put something special inside the time capsule that they're opening up for Anvil Day. And here are the clues. The blacksmith, architect, and the framework ham party. Okay, so these are the clues and what we figured out. Later on, we'll see the clues and what Deirdre's team has figured out, and they have no idea what anything is. Cool. So, let's begin.
This anagram from the Clues Challenge says I should go check out the thermostat at the old town hall.
Yeah, so this is an anagram. It says thermostat, old town hall. Oh, senior detective. The last remaining section of the iron nugget discovered to use the first anvil. Apparently the town has like an anvil theme. Huh.
Who's there?
Thermostat, huh?
Is that an ice cube? What's happening? Oh no! I've got to get out of here! I better hurry.
Escape, Nancy, escape!
Come on, open up.
Escape is not possible.
I better hurry.
Okay, so we need to escape from the burning building. Nancy is trapped in a burning building. This is a puzzle. You just want to make a huge pile of things. Ow, that didn't sound good. Make a huge pile until your pile reaches this small thing on top.
I'm trapped. Time to get out of here.
And that maze thingy, the maze thing I saw on the right was the maze.
Out of here fast.
Yay! Faulty thermostats that cause fires. What is wrong with these thermostats? Okay, so crawl out. Nancy is trapped inside the burning building. But no, that's not good. Oh, this girl is on fire. Yeah. So how did the ice cube last that long? Good question, studio audience. Whoa, whoa. Didn't mean to click outside of the game window. Okay, turn left here and escape.
Nancy Drew, what made you decide to burn down the old town hall?
I didn't.
Did you work alone? Who helped you?
What do you mean we're work alone. I didn't do anything.
Was this politically motivated?
Of course not. I would never.
Back on. No press until we take statements. Please state your name for the record.
Nancy Drew.
Where were you when the fire broke out?
I was locked in the room where the fire started.
I was locked in the room where the fire started.
What were you doing there?
I was dancing the night away.
Someone sent me a note telling me to come here.
Was there anything strange about the way the fire was burning?
The fire spread through the whole building in a matter of seconds.
What was the color of the smoke?
Yeah, I mean, the ice cube was there, and oh man. So, like, the ice cube specifically waited for Nancy to show up before starting the fire.
Black.
Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary?
There was a snowflake-shaped ice cube on the thermostat.
Did you see anyone else at the scene before emergency crews arrived?
Deirdre Shannon, Alexei Markovic, Tony Scolari, and Brenda Carlton.
Do you believe someone intentionally started the fire? If so, who?
It wasn't me.
There you have it. A former hero and city icon, rendered speechless. And speechless is the word of the day as onlookers struggle to come to terms with the brazen destruction of the beloved town hall by none other than the girl detective they had once trusted their lives
Ooh, nice
and
wheel.
livelihoods to. Truly a sad day for River Heights. With Heights 9 News, I'm Brenda Carlton. Back to you, Jim.
I still can't believe that happened. You could have been really hurt.
I know. It's lucky that no one else was there.
Did you even see what started the fire?
Yeah, it was really strange. There was this snowflake-shaped ice cube on the thermostat.
So somebody in the studio audience just asks, is this Secret of the Scarlet Hand? Why are all the suspects hanging out together outside the building when Nancy is trying to escape from death? Yeah.
Hang on. There's someone at the door.
Great, so now Nancy's mom jeans are ruined, and the police turn on the sirens after arriving at her house and ringing the doorbell. Kind of strange. Nancy's going to be arrested.
Chief McGinnis?
My hands are tied here, Nancy.
But your hands are going to be
What
cuffed.
are you talking about?
Nancy Drew, you're under arrest for arson in connection with the town hall fire.
I had nothing to do with that.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do can and will be held against you in the court of law. You have the right to speak to an attorney.
So Nancy is arrested.
Drew, you're free to make a call.
So yeah, Nancy's arrested and it's very sad. So what do you think? Do you think Nancy is the culprit? I mean, obviously Nancy isn't the culprit, but does the evidence really point to Nancy because she was the last person out of the building before the fire, or after the fire? Yeah, after the fire started, she was the last person to exit the building. Well, that doesn't mean she's necessarily the person who started it. If I was purposely starting the fire, I would try to be far, far away, as opposed to right there being attacked by the fire. It doesn't make sense. Yeah. And come on, Chief McGinnis's hands weren't tied. They were clearly crossed over his chest. I'm calling the police.
You've reached the River Heights 911 switchboard. All lines are currently busy.
Wait, what? Hey, was that the woman from the second Nancy Drew game? Hehehe. Oh, that was funny. Oh, wow, what was her name? Mildred Strathorn. That sounded just like Mildred Strathorn. Let's do it again.
You've reached the River Heights 911 switchboard. All lines are currently busy.
Okay, yeah, people in the studio audience are saying that is circumstantial evidence, but really they would have taken her in for questioning, which is what they do.
personal line of Carson Drew. Please direct all business matters to the firm switchboard.
Hi, it's Nancy. I'm in jail. I really could use your help right about...
Okay, yes, Nancy did say she was in the room where the fire started, but I could have chosen the other conversational option. I didn't have to pick the one which makes her look super guilty. I just picked the one that makes her look guilty because I'm a jerk.
Now, please call me as soon as you can. Wait, I don't know if I can even get phone calls in here. I guess I'll keep trying you. When you get this message, don't freak out, okay? You don't need to book the next flight home. At least, not yet. I got a note telling me to go to town hall, and when I got there, it just burst into flames. They think I did it. I think this might be one of those situations where I can admit that I might need a little help. I guess I better get going now. I'll try you again soon. I should call my friends.
Nancy, you're allowed 1 phone call, not 5. Let's call Bess.
Hello?
Bess, it's Nancy.
Nancy, what's going on? How are you?
All right for now. I'm not going to be able to get out of here until I can prove that I'm not the one who set the fire.
We'll do anything you need to help get you out.
You're the best.
Okay, so people are talking about the jail. Yes, Nancy's in jail, but technically she's not in jail. She's just in holding. They're just holding her. She hasn't, like, officially been thrown in prison, right? She's just in a holding cell. It says right here, holding cell number 1. And you have to love that phone call. Hey, Dad, I got arrested. I'm in jail, but don't worry. Just have fun wherever you are. You don't have to worry about me. Cool.
Bess, remember that wiki we were using for the clues challenge?
The program George put on our phones, right?
Right. Let's all use that to keep in touch. All case information and big clues should show up there.
Good idea.
There's something I need right away.
Just name it.
The reason I went to the town hall was because I was led there by a note. I need you guys to find that note and drop it off at the station for me. I think it might have fallen out of my pocket when I escaped the fire.
Consider it done.
I'm passing the case to you, Bess.
Bess, reporting for duty.
But yes, it is about time Nancy Drew ends up in custody. With all her breaking and entering and stealing everything to put in her inventory, she's a thief. Nancy has a theft problem and a breaking and entering problem. And somebody's suggesting that the holding cell is probably the jail cell in River Heights. I disagree. There are so many criminals in this town. Uh-oh. That I have to imagine they have a jail which is just filled with criminals. Oh, and somebody's just saying, well, Nancy... Yay. Yay. Well, just saying that Nancy is totally ignoring what the police officer said. She's like, you know what? Forget you, Chief. I'm doing whatever. And I don't think we can climb
Get way
here.
up there. That is crazy.
That is crazy.
Can't get way up there. That is crazy.
Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but I can't get way up there.
This is the note that Nancy wants.
Yay! This is the note that Nancy wants. And there's a huge piece of evidence here that we can't find for whatever reason. Okay, give the note to Nancy, who is here in the police station. Nancy has a lot of problems. She has so many problems.
I should call Nancy.
Yeah, you probably should. Or you could call someone else. Ooh, hey, okay, so, which wallpaper? Carousel, Danger by Design, The Captive Curse, Stay Tuned for Danger, Warnings at Waverly Academy, or Legend of the Crystal Skull. Which one do we want? You decide. I report, you decide. Now, Carson is, Nancy's father, Carson. He's in Australia right now. That's his excuse. Ooh. Doot, 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 doot. I love that. Yes, and the note was not damaged in the fire. It is completely readable. Very convenient. Very convenient. So I'm going to let you viewers decide. Is this open? Oh, everything's closed until Nancy gets that note. Okay. Crystal Skull wins. Everybody wants Crystal Skull. Okay, got like 3 votes before everybody else, but let's go with Crystal Skull. Cool. So this is the journal. Wait, what am I doing? Right, I'm calling Nancy. Now let's call George.
Hi, George.
Okay, Nancy really needs us. We're going to have to work together. Don't forget, we're not alone. Even though Nancy can't get out to help us, she's still working the case. We need to make sure we're getting her the evidence that she needs. If we get stuck, it might be good to check in with Nancy to see how she's doing.
I still can't believe Town Hall burned down.
I know. Nancy is really lucky she made it out. And there's something else we need to keep in mind. It's possible that whoever set that fire wasn't just trying to frame Nancy.
Trying to kill
Do you
her?
really think so?
It was possible that they wanted her in there when the building burnt down. We can't dismiss it as a possibility.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Let's call Ned.
Hello?
Catch you later.
Goodbye.
Good phone call, Ned. Good phone call. And, people said game. Very fun. I like it. That's a horrible photo. We have to look at this. That's a clue. And back to Nancy. Wait, did Nancy... Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Nancy's number is technically different
Able to find the
because
note?
she's calling from jail.
Great. If you can put the note in the drop box at the police station, I'll pick it up and take over from there.
You take the lead now.
I'll take it from here.
Listen, I'm just doing my job here, Nancy, but I don't see any need to keep you locked up. If you want to prove your innocence, I'm not going to stand in your way. This is a police station. Don't let me catch you messing with anything. Get me? Don't let me catch you. One more thing. We've got an evidence board in the station we track cases with. If any compelling evidence were to show up regarding your case, I would consider taking a look.
Okay, so Nancy Drew is arrested for arson. Police chief lets her wander around freely.
So, you're calling to say you lost the evidence locker key? Well, that's some great police work there, rookie.
I better listen in.
Where'd you see it last? Pancake City. I don't recall Pancake City being part of your beat. Go find that key.
I should send someone to Pancake City to find that key.
Is there a lot of crime in Pancake City?
I'm gonna listen to this conversation.
No, you're keeping the mean streets of Pancake City free from crime. No, it doesn't make me less angry to hear you're embarrassed. Go find that key. Flip Pancake City over if you have to, but find that key. You did not just ask me if that was a pun. Do I make puns when I'm angry? No. When I'm angry, I ask rhetorical questions and fire rookie detectives. Is the world ending? If the world is not ending, whatever you gotta say can wait.
It's Nancy. I just have a quick question.
Drew, it is not chit-chat hour. Some of us have work to do, and some of us are currently being detained, and should act accordingly.
Yeah, yep. So Nancy is detained. She's not actually arrested. That's nice. Oh, I don't have anything in my inventory. Don't let me catch ya. Come on, Chief McGinnis. Come on. So now Nancy is free to steal a bunch of things to prove her innocence. I mean, borrow a bunch of things to prove her innocence.
There's no card in here.
Pancake City.
track your case on it. You got enough to pin this on someone else? Push that button and give me a call.
It would have been nice if they had focused on any other suspects.
Yeah, the police are so lazy. All they do is arrest Nancy. It depends on which, Nancy Drew series you're reading. Sometimes Chief McGinnis likes her, sometimes she doesn't. So these are Nancy's matches. This is the note that Nancy just got from Bess. And the lab report, they haven't even done the lab report yet, really? The lab report here, really? Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, Nancy can't make a phone call because she doesn't have a phone. And Hannah. Here's Hannah.
Snacks. Oh, Hannah, you always know how to cheer me up.
Hannah is actually at Aunt Eloise's. Hooray. And other people are arguing in defense of Chief McGinnis, saying that Nancy is the most suspicious. Whatever she's done in the past doesn't really matter. She's the prime suspect here. I would maybe disagree, because, I think the police would take her past into account if she had a criminal record, right? So why would they take her outstanding non-criminal record into account? I mean, why wouldn't they do that?
You've reached the River Heights 911 switchboard. All lines are currently busy.
And somebody made a reference to Captain Tweedy, the police chief in the old 1930 black and white Nancy Drew movies. 1939. Anyway, why did Nancy have matches in her pocket? I don't know. Who should we call? Let's call Bess again.
Hi, Nancy.
I'm passing the case to you, Bess.
I'm on the case.
Wait, wasn't Bess somewhere else? She was. Okay.
Well, hey there, kid. How are you holding up?
I'm okay.
Sorry to hear about your friend. Never expected something like that from her. This must have been pretty rough on you.
She didn't do it, really. You've got to believe me.
Bess, I believe you. I believe that's what you think. We never know what someone is capable of until it's too late.
She's innocent. Really innocent. I know it.
Oh, all right. I wasn't trying to upset you, Bess, I promise. You're very protective of your friends, and that's a good thing. She's got a lot of evidence stacking up against her right now. You can't deny that.
Bye.
Bye.
I guess I could have one more bowl.
Oh, so yummy.
I guess I could have one more bowl.
That's not a bowl, that's a shake. Yummy. Okay, so what am I doing? I am wasting time here. I need to, hey, here's Deirdre.
Hey there. Didn't expect to see you here. I thought you'd be jailing it up with that firebug friend of yours. Shouldn't you be baking her a cake with a saw in it or something?
Hi, Dee Dee.
Deirdre. I know it's got that tricky second syllable, but I figured it out by age 2. Don't give up. You'll get there.
Sorry. Hi, Deirdre.
Hey now. Someone's getting an A in life.
Is it me?
Is it?
What do you think about Tony?
She's got a lot of pull in this town. Who knows what she could be trying to get away with.
Bye.
Bye. Hi.
Where were you during the fire?
Are you investigating me? That's so cute. You were just priceless.
I know you don't mean that as a compliment, but I'm taking it.
That's it? No follow-up? What is this? Good cop, no other cop?
You're going to have to tell us what happened eventually.
Or what? You can't make me do or say anything. I know my rights.
Would you say that you hated the old town hall?
You guys just don't stop, do you? I did not start the fire.
Bye.
Bye.
I didn't start the fire. It was always turning. And look how Deirdre's just giving a nasty look to nothing. I mean, she's supposed to be giving a nasty look to Bess, but Bess isn't there. Okay, antique store. I think this is where the key is hidden.
Oh!
Oh, snap!
Oh. Oh, no.
How will you be paying for the vase you broke?
I don't know if I can afford it.
I don't like you. You break things.
I'm sorry.
Oh, did you hear that, Base? She's sorry that you made the long trek from China to Europe where you survived 2 world wars and countless natural disasters. Only to be unceremoniously kicked to death by some space cadet for no reason. Not that that matters now that you are dead.
I'm sorry. It was an accident. I didn't do that.
Oh, well, if it was an accident, then I'm a man.
Really?
I thought your generation was supposed to be good with sarcasm. Scram, kid! Give me some space to mourn. Do us both a favor and stay out.
Yeah, well, I didn't like your vase anyway.
Well, if it isn't history's greatest enemy. Did you come to burn my books or break my breakables?
I just want to ask you a question.
Well, the answer is yes. The question was, should I waltz myself out of the shop and never come back ever as long as I live?
You're really mean.
I can live with that. Now go make friends with the outside world.
Wow, Alexi is a jerk.
You again. Get out.
Oh, Alexi. Okay, so the key is hidden here, which I can't actually look at. Okay, Pancake City then. Where's Pancake City? Oh, don't tell me I need to actually... Oh, that's so not cool. Okay. Sorry. Oh, hey, everybody. Say hello to Brenda Carlton.
Hi.
Brenda being a character from the Nancy Drew book series. So is Deirdre. I haven't seen Alexi before. Maybe he's in a book I've never read. But Deirdre, Brenda's been in a couple of books.
Hello. Will you help us let the town...
I've read 3 books with Brenda and a character in it. She's not exactly the best character. She kind of like messes up Nancy's investigations. Kind of because she's a clumsy idiot who's trying to get her news stories. But in the books, she's working for a newspaper. Here, she's working for like a news video news station, which kind of makes more sense. Actually, I kind of prefer it this way.
Know that Nancy's innocent?
I'm not fully convinced that's true. Plus, that's not how things work.
But she is innocent.
Then why is she in jail?
Because she's been framed.
I've been working the crime beat here for a while, so I can safely say that people claim they've been framed all of the time. So far, not one has been able to prove it.
That's why we need your help.
I do the news, not charity. Plus, this is a good story. A heroine falls from grace. A once grateful town turns its back. The final clue is found. Listen to how good that is. I don't even have to try to make the story interesting.
Aren't you worried about seeing justice done?
No. I'm a reporter. If people cared about seeing justice done, I'd report on it. But they don't, so I don't.
Okay, so questions about the studio audience. Everybody is wondering here. What is with Brenda's hair? That is the ugliest hairdo ever. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But her style, I kind of like her. What do you call this style? Fluffiness? Fluffiness.
Can you tell me what happened at the fire?
Ah,
Are you
ruffles.
asking me for my statement?
Uh-huh.
Yes. I already gave that to the police.
Aw.
I'd just like to hear it from you. We're asking everyone.
Oh, good luck with that. Now, let's get to brass tacks. What's the real story with Nancy Drew?
She's not guilty.
It's not up to me to decide innocence or guilt. It's up to the public.
Yeah, right.
Where do you think juries come from? The public. Who tells the public what to think? The media.
Wait, so the media is trying to control the public opinion? Yeah, I can see that.
Catch you later.
Bye.
Evil media trying to take over everybody's opinion. Okay, so her hair is kind of in a bun in the back here. She's got a bun. Okay. Now, one of the parts of the game that people complain about is that your conversations are the same no matter what. So let me actually show this to you.
Hello.
What do you think of Nancy?
On the record or off the record?
Just honestly.
So off the record then. I think she's in big trouble and way, way out of her depth.
And on the record?
Well, gosh, she's just another example of what makes this town so special.
Were you writing a story about the fire?
Writing? Yes, I was writing a story and broadcasting and webcasting and macro and micro blogging. I own this story.
Okay, so people are saying that is the 50s finger wave. Okay. Brenda was in 8th grade in the 80s. Yeah, this is like 30 years behind her.
Are you going to continue reporting on the fire?
If I didn't, I wouldn't be doing my job. The fire is the biggest thing to happen here since Old Man Crowley's will was found.
Good. I need your help. I need to know everything you know.
In my line of work, you have to work for the answers. If you want to talk to me, you're going to have to give me some good info about Nancy.
I don't like the sound of that.
As my dad always used to say, what are you gonna do, cry about it? You ready to do this or what?
Yeah, Elena has a good point. If Brenda had the same hairdo on the other side of her head, it would look better. That's what I think.
Sure.
And those are huge bangs.
Do your worst.
Who would want to see the old town hall burn down?
Don't know, don't care. Has Nancy always been interested in starting fires, or is that a recent development?
You didn't answer my question.
So, you're reluctant to say. Probably not a recent thing then. Tell me about Nancy's dark side.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about Nancy. Okay, my turn.
Wait, you didn't let me ask a question.
Yes, I did. You asked me what I was talking about, and I said Nancy. Speaking of Nancy, is it true that she's been known to skirt the law when she's on a case?
No.
So then she just flagrantly breaks the law. Good to know.
Stop. That's not what I said. I don't want to be interviewed. I just need to find out what's going on with Nancy.
Okay, all right. I'll put the kid gloves back on. Everyone in this town is so shy. I'd kill for a little verbal sparring now and again. You gotta be primed and ready for the big time. And I get nothing here.
So you're looking to move on in your career?
Yep. Believe it or not, this backwater burg doesn't cut it for me.
You didn't treat me fairly in the articles you wrote.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I change what you said?
No, you took what I said out of context.
It seemed that way, but...
Okay, that's enough of that. Let's get back to Nancy.
Hi.
So Deirdre's going to be about as helpful as George at picking out the latest fall fashions. I say we throw Ned at the problem.
You might be right. I'll talk to him.
I'm passing the case to you.
I'll take it from here.
Alright, let's call... Do you want to play as George or Ned? Let's go with George. Yeah, let's go with George. No, Ned.
Ned, it's Nancy.
Nancy, what's going on? How are you?
All right for now. I'm not going to be able to get out of here until I can prove that I'm not the one who set the fire.
We'll do anything you need to help get you out.
I need your help finding a key.
All right, what's the story?
I need to get into the evidence locker. Detective Ryan lost his key. I need one of you guys to find it.
Any idea where we should look?
Yes, try checking out Pancake City.
Sure thing.
Ned, I'm going to need your help with something.
You name it.
I need you to help us out with Deirdre.
How so?
You know how she's always flirting with you?
Oh, no, she's not. She's just nice.
Right, nice, but only ever to you. Does that sound strange?
No, I'm a very pleasant person.
Ned.
I know you're right. It's just a little weird.
It's a lot weird, but this is a desperate times situation.
What do you need me to do?
Pour on that trademark Nickerson charm. See what info you can pry out of her.
You're sure this is okay with you?
I'm not the jealous type, and also I'm in jail and would like to get out.
Those are solid points. You got it.
Your turn to take over.
Time to help Nancy.
Oh, so what should we do here? What wallpaper for Ned? Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon, White Wolf of Icicle Creek, Danger on Deception Island, Creature of Kapu Cave, Secret of the Scarlet Hand, and Haunting of Castle Malloy. Those are the options. So here's what I'm going to try to show you.
Hello.
You'll notice every conversation that Ned has with Brenda is the exact same as the conversations Bess has with Brenda.
Were you writing a story about the fire?
Writing? Yes, I was writing a story and broadcasting and webcasting and macro and microblogging. I own this story.
Are you going to continue reporting on the fire?
If I didn't, I wouldn't be doing my job. The fire is the biggest thing to happen here since Old Man Crowley's will was found.
Good. I need your help. I need to know everything you know.
In my line of work, you have to work for the answers. If you want to talk to me, you're going to have to give me some good info about Nancy.
I don't like the sound of that.
As my dad always used to say, "What are you gonna do, cry about it?" You ready to do this or what?
Sure.
All right, do your worst.
Who would want to see the old town hall burned down?
Don't know, don't care. Has Nancy always been interested in starting fires, or is that a recent development?
Actually, you didn't answer my question.
So, you're reluctant to say. Probably not a recent thing then. Tell me about Nancy's dark side.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about Nancy. Okay, my turn.
Wait, you didn't let me ask a question.
Yes, I did. You asked me what I was talking about, and I said Nancy. Speaking of Nancy, is it true that she's been known to skirt the law when she's on a case?
No.
So then she just flagrantly breaks the law. Good to know.
Stop, that's not what I said. I don't want to be interviewed. I just need to find out what's going on with Nancy.
Okay, all right. I'll put the kid gloves back on. Everyone in this town is so shy. I'd kill for a little verbal sparring now and again. You gotta be primed and ready for the big time. And I get nothing here.
So you're looking to move on in your career?
Yep. Believe it or not, this backwater burg doesn't cut it for me.
You didn't treat us fairly in the articles you wrote.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I change what you said?
No, you took what was said out of context.
It seemed that way, but trust me, it's not what happened. It's common for subjects to be nervous and forget what they've said. You can't blame me for that. You'll get better. Anytime you want to practice, let me know. We could talk about Nancy.
Goodbye.
Bye.
So as you can see, the conversation is literally the same no matter which character you choose. And people sometimes complain about that it doesn't really matter which character you play as because you'll get the same thing no matter what. No. Yeah. Okay, Pancake City, down here. It's a city made of pancakes. So really, I mean, if you're playing this game, your best...
Detective Ryan, I think you said he was going to Maple Roses?
Tino Balducci? What is he doing here? Yeah, it's basically faster to play as one character the entire time, because there's not a lot of difference between the 3 different characters. They all generally have the same, talks.
Salutations. What do you think of Bess?
Is she the one who broke my vase?
Yeah, she thinks you hate her.
I don't hate her, but I do want her to think that. She should have a healthy fear of this place. I have to chase off the clumsy ones or I'll end up on the street.
What do you know about Brenda?
The reporter? She was in here pestering me earlier today, too. Are you all taking turns or something? Send the next guy in with a sandwich, would you?
Thanks. Bye.
Until next time.
Yay, Brenda. Where is Maple Rose? There we go.
Detective Ryan? I think he went to the antique shop.
Hello? Have you seen Detective Ryan? The 12-year-old cop. Yeah, he's been here. He left something behind. Did he leave it behind to torment me? Possibly not. Is it tormenting me? Yes, it is. Can't figure the blasted thing out. It's on the new arrival shelf.
Did you hear about the fire?
Of course.
You were at the fire.
Goodbye.
Until next time.
There's a key under there.
So this is a puzzle. What you need to do is figure out the puzzle. Obviously. Let me see what my solution was, okay? Clockwise, and 1, 2, 3 clockwise, and then like this.
Got it.
As you can see, if you press a thing, it affects the two next to it and the one across from it.
Hopefully this is the key that Nancy was looking for.
Also, am I gonna do this now? Let's not and say we did. Okay, we investigated Alexi.
Can't do this now.
We finished our investigation of Alexi. Very easy investigation for him. Investigating the other people is going to be slightly harder.
What's up?
What do you think of Deirdre?
I definitely don't trust her, but I don't know what her motive would be for burning down Town Hall.
Do you think Deirdre could really be behind the fire?
We can't discount her. She's been trying to bring me down for years.
Alexi's legs are like humongous. He's very tall.
I'm turning the case over to you.
I'll take it from here.
So here's how evidence works. No, evidence, where's the evidence here? We have new evidence. The fire security keys are Alexi's, so that's our evidence.
Looks like I need a key. I'd better find a way to listen to this.
Computer password and this puzzle.
All right, my phone.
And her lock-picking kit, which she just happened to have on her. And her matches are inside the lock-picking kit? Why does she have matches inside the lock-picking kit? Okay, with this puzzle, what you want to do is pull out tabs. You can only pull out one tab per thing, and we can't have two colors side by side, on side-by-side triangles. Alright, what am I doing wrong here? There we go.
I'd better see what evidence the police have.
Okay, Nancy has blue eyes, that color hair, and she's 5'7".
They seized gasoline. I need to find out what was really used to start the fire.
Alright, okay. A stuffed teddy bear. Where was the stuffed teddy bear? And gasoline was found on Nancy's clothes. She says it's because she was, washing or something. She was mowing the lawn.
It looks like the alarm wasn't working at the time of the fire. I need to find out why.
So, sorry people. I ignored the studio audience for a long time. Oh, sorry everybody. So somebody's asking a floppy disk, really? Why are there floppy disks? Because there's a floppy disk here. It's the save game thing. But, oh hey, TV. Craziness. Anyway, we can listen to that if you want. It's no big deal. It's not really important.
was locked in the room where the fire started.
What were you doing there?
Someone sent me a note telling me to come here.
Was there anything strange about the way the fire was burning?
The fire spread through the whole building in a matter of seconds.
Let's hear Alexei.
State your name for the record.
Alexei Markovic.
Where were you when the fire broke out?
I was out for a walk in the area.
What made you go for a walk?
It was a nice night. Do I need any more of a reason?
Was there anything strange about the way the fire was burning?
Well, the whole thing was strange. That fire shouldn't have taken hold. The sprinkler system should have kicked in and doused it.
What color smoke did you see?
Black.
Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary?
Such as what? The entire event was strange by nature.
Who else did you see at the fire?
I saw some people. I don't know. There was a lot going on. It was hard to focus.
Do you have reason to believe that someone would have started the fire on purpose?
Absolutely not. That building is the heart of this town. There isn't one person in this town cruel or reckless enough to destroy it.
Yeah, so everybody's saying Mr. Woogle Woggle is the teddy bear, Nancy's teddy bear that was found at the scene of the crime. The world's most suspicious teddy bear. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that wasn't a floppy disk, it was just a card. But, you know, it's fun to pretend it was a floppy disk. Oh, yeah, and with the computer, we have the... Yeah, that gave us the key for the computer puzzle. Might as well solve it now. Okay, we have to select a different number on each row, column, thingy, or thingy. So, like this.
Got it.
Yep. And we can look up tickets and fingerprints. If only we had something to fingerprint. Hey, Carson.
Nancy, I just got your message. Are you okay?
I'm in jail, so...
Oh, I love this comment. Do you believe anyone would have started the fire on purpose? I'm only asking because we've already arrested somebody for doing it, so it would be cool if we were right.
Things could be better.
Still?
Still, they're blaming me for the fire at Town Hall.
That doesn't make any sense. Why would they think you'd have anything to do with something like that? Are they treating you okay?
Well, so far.
I'm dropping everything and I'm coming home. Hang tight. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Dad, you don't need to rush home all the way from Australia. I can take care of this myself. I just need a little help.
Nancy, I've always thought you were very responsible, but this is not something you should try to take on yourself.
I certainly won't turn down help.
That's my girl. I've got a lot of favors to call in, so even though I'm far away right now, I'll be able to help. Right now, I'm going to see if I can't get you out of jail. I'm going to make some calls. Keep me updated.
Will do. Chief McGinnis let me out of the holding cell.
That's great news.
But I can't go home until I find more conclusive proof that it wasn't me who set the fire.
It's a good start. I'm going to keep working to get you out.
And I'm going to keep working on the case.
Nancy, I know I don't have to remind you of this, but be careful. You could land in some serious hot water if you impede the investigation in any way.
I'll be careful. I promise. I need to go. Talk to you soon.
Yeah. Dad, it was a crazy night. I got arrested and everything. Yeah. So let's give George something to do.
Hello.
George, it's Nancy.
Nancy, what's going on? How are you?
All right, for now. I'm not going to be able to get out of here until I can prove that I'm not the one who set the fire.
We'll do anything you need to help get you out.
The case report says that the town hall alarm was tampered with. Can you check it out?
You got it.
Oh, everybody's saying there's an Easter egg
See you
here.
later.
Goodbye.
There's an Easter egg somewhere. If I look for a ticket, let's see if we can find it. What was that? Craziness. It's an Easter egg. Okay. Pointless. But yeah. Oh, hey, what should we have? Message in a Haunted Mansion, Secret of Shadow Ranch, Curse of Blackmore Manor, Phantom of Venice, Trail of the Twister, or Secrets Can Kill. Yeah, I mean, like, Carson Drew's photo could be the culprit. Carson is a mystery man.
Hello.
Oh, wait.
I need you to take
No,
over.
I didn't. No!
George, reporting for duty.
Okay, back to Nancy.
Hello. How's the investigation coming?
All right. It looks like I'm going to be able to use some of the equipment around here. If I don't get caught, that is.
I don't understand why they won't just let you out.
Since all of the evidence is stacked against me, they want a little proof that I didn't do it.
Still, it doesn't seem fair.
Trust me, I'm with you on that one.
It's your turn.
I'll take it from here.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure Nancy is the culprit in this game, and she's just trying to trick everybody into thinking she's innocent. Nancy has always been the culprit. So when is Nancy going to do that gas chromatograph thingy? I think I did everything to start it, but I don't remember. Let's take another look here at the evidence locker. I'm just trying to make George feel important.
Hello.
I need you to take over.
I'm on the case.
So who should George be? We have Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake, The Final Scene, Secret of the Old Clock, Shadow at the Water's Edge, Ransom of the Seven Ships, and Treasure in the Royal Tower. Nice. Oh, and this is something you need to do. You need to look at that. And this was a contest, the cake making contest. People sent in pictures, and the cool pictures were accepted into the game.
Oh, wow, this looks bad. I'm glad Nancy could make it out.
This is gone. Somebody took the anvil, which is tragic.
The alarm's been turned off. I'd better tell Nancy.
Final Scene 1, I think. The real question is, what happened to those cakes? Did people eat the cakes? Because I wouldn't mind eating those cakes.
Hello?
It's your turn.
Oh!
I'll take it from here.
I'm not very good at this, am I? This is another problem with the game, minorly, in that,
Hi.
I need you to take over.
Ned, reporting for duty.
you can't go directly from one character to another. You have to go to Nancy to the other character.
Hello?
The fire alarm at Town Hall had been switched off.
My dad knows the people who run the city alarm systems. I'm going to see if they can give us a little more information.
What was it like being in the fire? Were you scared?
Absolutely. It just spread so quickly. Whoever set that fire knew what they were doing.
From everything we've been hearing, you're lucky to be alive.
Until we catch the arsonist, the station might actually be the safest place for me.
Thanks. Bye.
Goodbye.
Yeah, and those flavor... Yeah, why is the thermostat even slightly there instead of being completely destroyed? I don't know. I want cake now. Anyway, now we get to flirt with Bess. Hi, Bess. Well, Nancy's not around anymore. She's in jail, so why don't you and I get together for a little rendezvous? And by rendezvous, I mean loving you is easy. No, that's not how the song goes. Loving you is easy 'cause you're beautiful. Do-do-do-do.
What's up?
What do you think Brenda is up to?
Shh, sorry, can't talk about this now. Suspect is on the move.
Wait, false alarm. Suspect is just grabbing a snack. Suspect loves snacking.
Bess is spying on Deirdre.
How's the stakeout?
Pretty good. I don't think she's on to me. On a related note, I have no idea what she's doing.
What do you think of Alexei?
He's really mean. I bet somebody accidentally broke some of his old junk and he flew into a rage and he burned down town hall.
Want some ice cream?
No, eating ice cream is my cover. But she's been here for like 10 decades. I've already had all of the flavors on the menu. If this investigation doesn't stop soon, forget the new sundress I got. I won't be able to fit in my house.
We need some info from Tony. Can you take the lead since she likes you?
You got it. Better not do anything interesting when I'm gone.
Thanks. Bye.
See ya.
Ned, how's it going?
Hi, Deirdre. I'm fine.
You certainly is. Are you joining me?
Actually, I just need a little more information from you. Nancy's in trouble.
Sigh. Nedstifer, that girl doesn't deserve you. But I'll help, because I'm wonderful, right?
You could say that.
Great, because I did.
Okay, so somebody is describing the character, saying Joe Hardy was the best Hardy boy in Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon, whereas Frank was the best in Creature of Kapu Cave. Now with Bess and George, they're saying Bess is the best character in Alibi and Ashes, while George was the best in Ransom of the Seven Ships. I think I can agree with that assessment of the character designs.
Can you tell me about Alexei?
What's everyone's deal with him lately? I don't really know much. Apparently, he was accused of some crime when he was younger. No one really trusts him now.
What crime?
I really don't know. Probably something creepy. I mean, he does work in an antique shop.
What do you think of Brenda?
Seeing her makes me want to invest in hair salons and plastic surgery.
You don't seem like a fan.
Oh, I'm a huge fan of the whole Heights 9 news team. When news breaks, who will be boring about it? Ugh, I just sort of hate her.
Why?
She's just always so chipper. I hate it. Write down in your notebook that I hate that.
Any other reason?
My dad made her hit list a year back. She just makes stuff up. She dresses up and does hidden camera stings in these ridiculous outfits. Hey, didn't she dress up as Nancy once?
I don't know.
That's not normal behavior there.
Thanks. Bye.
Later.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check our notes here. Where's the wiki? I thought we have notes. Here is the notes. Suspect loves snacking. Thanks, Bess. Great notes. Great notes.
Hey,
You're pretty competitive when it comes to Nancy.
if you say so.
Are you enjoying seeing her in trouble?
I'll be honest. I'm enjoying it a little.
Why?
She's so perfect at everything. It's like, save a little for the rest of us. My parents are always bugging me. Why aren't you more like that Drew girl? She's in whatever stand, just save the blah 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 from the who cares. It gets old. And anyway, don't you think that I'd like to be all jet set, dashing across the globe and getting curses put on me, and meeting cute guys?
That does sound exciting.
Seriously.
I would love to meet cute guys. I mean, not me, because I love Nancy. Oh, this is awkward. Deirdre, please be my girlfriend so I can reassert my masculinity. Sounds like Ned is having problems.
Could you tell me about what happened at the fire? Please, it's really important.
Nedgar, I've been over this with everyone
Poor
a million different
Nedgar.
times. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I am actually bored of talking about that fire that I saw.
Please, for me?
Okay, for you. I was out jogging and I saw the fire.
I didn't know you were a jogger.
Yeah, I'm into all of that health stuff.
So then what happened?
I saw a bunch of smoke. Brenda Carlton was there, and the antiques guy. Nancy, too.
Did you notice anything strange?
That's a negative.
Nettle doodle do. Okay, so I thought Deirdre was cute. I like her little bow arrow. No, that's not an arrow. It's not a bow and arrow at all. That's a flower. Hey, I kind of like her little flower thing. But she's such a meanie.
Do you really think that Nancy was behind the fire?
Don't know. But I do know it's looking pretty rough for her right now.
Why were you at town hall at the time of the fire?
I just was.
You must have been there for a reason. What was it?
Fine. Just stop giving me that desperate look. I can't handle it. I was following Nancy.
What?
I thought she was cheating, since you guys were so far ahead. So I followed her, and...
Although I have to be honest, Deirdre looks a little bit younger than I would expect. She's supposed to be college age. She looks younger than college age. If you in the studio audience agree, maybe you do agree. And somebody's like, yeah, I'm into all that health stuff, Deirdre says, as she downs a 2,000 calorie shake. Yep. And everybody's completely ignoring the plot line about the clues challenge right now. Yeah. But yes, Deirdre's milkshake brings Ned to the yard, and he's like, whoa, it's better than Nancy's.
found a note someone
Darn
left
right
there.
it's better than
I intercepted
Nancy's.
it. It had a time and a place, so I went. Nothing happened.
Do you still have the note?
Yes, here.
Did it come in that bag?
Yeah. It was raining pretty hard that night. Whoever left it must have wanted to make sure it wouldn't get ruined.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so we're finished with Ned flirting with Deirdre. Only Ned can get that conversation out of Deirdre. If you try to do it with George or Bess, she just gets mad. But she likes Ned.
Hello, how can I help you?
Yeah, okay, so somebody's saying she looks 16, 17. Okay.
Can you tell me what happened during the fire?
It's still an open investigation. I can't give that information out to just anyone. I am a city official, so I have a certain responsibility here.
Is there anything at all you can tell me about the fire?
Obviously, it's a sad moment in the town's history, but the way this community has responded really shows off what's great about this city and this country.
Wait, plot twist. I think Deirdre is 10 years old? Oh, man! Well, I look a lot younger than I actually am, so that's me.
What do you know about Nancy Drew's arrest?
Except when I grow a
Sad for
beard,
her
then I
and
look
for this
older.
town. A
Beards
lot of
make you
people
look
put
older.
Their faith and trust in Nancy, and she's really let a lot of people down.
But she didn't do anything.
It's not up to me to decide that. I just know what I've seen. I know that the police force here doesn't take anything lightly. If they've made a decision, I have to stand by it. Oh, excuse me, I have to go get this delivery.
Oh, somebody's asking if Deirdre is actually in the books. Yes, she is. She is in the 2000 Nancy Drew series, Nancy Drew Girl Detective.
Why would Tony have these? This is just like what Nancy saw at the fire.
And I think I made a mistake. I did, didn't I? Oh dear. Oh well.
I need to find the right tools to open this lock.
We need to steal Nancy's lock-picking kit.
That's an accelerant.
And that's an accelerant. So, is Nancy anti-American? I hope she's not. Yeah, so Nancy has matches in her lock-picking kit. What is up with that?
I can't do that now.
Oh, do I need to call Nancy about it? I guess I need to call Nancy about it. Here, let me actually do what I'm supposed to do before calling Nancy about it. Yeah. Where's Nancy's house? George is supposed to be here, but she's not. Nancy's room is pretty large and pretty amazing. Fingerprinting.
How did this end up at the crime scene?
That's what I want to know. Nancy's Egyptian matches. And the picture of Ned. Deirdre's age is the culprit. Yay.
How do I use the lock-picking kit?
There's a guide in my room. It's tough, but I'm sure you'll be able to get the hang of it very quickly.
Deirdre gave me a note. She said it was just like the one that led you to the fire.
Great. I have some dusting kits in my room. See if you can pull a print from the note.
Yeah, now Ned is stealing things.
We found Tulene in Tony's store.
Excellent work. Tony is starting to look like a promising suspect.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Ned cannot take cameras. He can't take pictures with his phone.
This looks like a good place to dust the note.
And note dusting. There we go.
Got it. I see why Nancy likes this sort of thing.
Here are things from previous cases. Nice. Yeah, wow, there's the pony from, Old Clock, Secret of the Old Clock, Sneezing Material, Carousel, the Pyramid, wow. So many Nancy Drew references. And what am I doing? I'm leaving that note for Nancy. Nancy's got a huge house. A huge house. Very large. Much bigness.
I'm turning the case over to you.
I'm on the case.
Like, Nancy's room is bigger than my entire house. What is this? Okay, found 3 clues. Let me just put all my clues here on the clue board. Or not. Let's fingerprint. No matches in the database, which means Nancy's friends are going to have to fingerprint everybody. Okay, these were Tony's pictures. This was Deirdre's. She has Tulene and the ice cream tray.
Can you take a look at this?
Be right there for an evidence check. Not strong enough yet. Keep working on it.
Yeah, does Ned remember these cases? Ned, I remember this case. This is where Nancy nearly got sealed in a Mayan tomb when I was 1,000 miles away. And this is when Nancy was almost guillotined.
Can't use my phone here.
Really? Really? Why not, Nancy? That's ridiculousness.
I just found out something big about the alarm system. I think I need your help.
I'm at your disposal. What do you need?
I think that the alarm was disabled at the old town hall. I need you to look into it.
Now that is a big break. I think I may know just the person to talk to about that. Give me a call back in a few minutes. Hello?
Ned, we need to get Deirdre's fingerprint. See if you can distract her.
Distract her?
Maybe invite her out on a date. Anything so that we can get her fingerprint.
Can do.
Oh, romance!
I checked the partial fingerprint from Deirdre's note, but there weren't any matches in the system. If we can get a match against one of the suspects, I might be able to get out. Can you find a way to get prints from everyone?
Okay, so Brenda's hair and Deirdre's unknown age is responsible. Those two things work together as culprits.
I need you to take over.
Ned, reporting for duty.
I actually think this is a good game. I especially like the culprit. I won't tell you who the culprit is, but I think they did a good job with this. I think it's nice that Deirdre and Brenda are both characters from the book series. That's what I like about it. Alexi and Tony are just made up for this game.
Hi.
Oh, what's his face? Chief McGinnis. He is also from. He's also from the book series. So I like actually seeing characters from Nancy Drew books.
How do I know you didn't forge the note you gave me?
Forge the note? Is forgery even a thing people do anymore?
Yes, it happens all the time.
That's stupid. I would have just typed it up, printed it out, cut out the middleman.
I was wondering if you...
Yes?
Maybe we could go grab some food together.
Yes, I would like that. I can't go out like this. I'm going to have to go get ready.
But you're out already.
Oh, Nedwin, I know you're used to spending time with Nancy Drew, but not all girls are like that. Some of us find better ways to spend our time than playing detective.
Oh, and Ned, if I find Deirdre's fingerprints on any part of your body, you're dead. You know that. I don't understand why this is such a challenge. I mean, I do, but all you have to do is find something that Deirdre touched. You could offer to take her milkshake away for her.
Yes, got it.
I mean, that's possible, right? Hey, Bess.
Any big breaks?
Goodbye.
Talk to you later.
Why aren't you following the suspect when she's going home changing her clothes? Yeah. Awkward. Oh, right. Tony.
Hello, how can I help you?
What's with the snowflake ice cubes?
They're the cutest. Deirdre sent me to the novelty shop, and when I saw them, I just about died. I said, Tony, you get those and you put them in your shop. Don't think twice.
Can you get them in any other shops around here?
Nope. Only right here.
Yes. Nancy's asking Ned to ask another girl out. Ned, you should go out with Deirdre. No, seriously, it's not you, it's me. Sorry, Ned, I'm breaking up with you. Deirdre can support you in your time of loneliness.
Nancy saw a snowflake ice cube, just like what you use here, at the fire's point of origin.
That's some compelling evidence. Does she still have it?
I'm making fun of somebody who's in jail. I am so not voting for this woman. I'm not voting for her for mayor. But yes, good question. Why weren't Deirdre's fingerprints on the note or the plastic bag that we have that she touched? Yeah, good question.
Are you running for a new term?
Yes.
How's that coming?
It gets harder every election cycle. People will do anything for money or exposure. You have to play hardball to stay alive out there.
Why do you have paint supplies here?
It is a never-ending battle to keep this place up. I get a lot of traffic in this shop, and I am constantly fussing and fixing up this place. It never ends.
One order of ice cream, please?
Sure.
Yeah, and Deirdre is 100% okay with being Ned's second choice. Poor Deirdre. Bacon Blast? Bacon-flavored ice cream?
I bet I could find a fingerprint on this.
No, Ned, eat the ice cream. It's bacon-flavored. Bacon-flavored, Ned. Bacon.
Yes, got it.
So what we're gonna do here is wait for Tony to leave before breaking into her area. So let's just play this game and wait for her to leave. Yeah, poor Deirdre. I mean, it's obvious that Ned isn't into her, but she chases him anyway. If I haven't done this before, so you guys get to see me solve this right now. This looks like a the. Is this a but? This could be a the as well. Okay, 3-letter word. Him. Person? Oh, I remember this. Okay, but if the person I suspect... So basically we're just waiting for somebody to you know, we're waiting for Tony to get that delivery. There we go. So this is a question everybody should be asking. I'll get to it eventually. If the person I suspect the least, people say, oh, the culprit is always the person you suspect the least. So if the person you suspect the least is the person you suspect the most, how does that work? It's weird. So is the culprit the person you suspect the most or the least? We haven't figured it out yet.
The lockpicking kit might just do the trick. It's locked.
It's locked. Okay, so two-part puzzle. Put these locks in the correct order. Yellow, red, blue, and green. That way they look like the order in Nancy's fancy thing.
Can't see inside. I need to figure out how to crack this kind of lock.
Then click these things in the order that is indicated by Nancy's thing.
Yes, got it. What's Tony doing with town hall plans? I should make sure Nancy knows about this.
Everybody is talking about bacon. Bacon being put on cupcakes? Really? Ew. Cupcakes are not supposed to have bacon on it. Cupcakes are supposed to have sugar. Unless it's maple bacon. Okay, so it looks like Tony was making plans to renovate Town Hall for this big thing, like a 5-story building with stories.
She really has it out for Nancy.
Miss Drew's unsanctioned activities are unnecessarily dangerous and do not serve public interest. She hates it because whenever Nancy catches a criminal, it makes Town Hall look bad and approval ratings go down. I wonder if these are things from, like, books in the stories. I mean, from, like, Nancy Drew books. Like Antiquities Fraud Revealed, the exposition, they're fakes. Hauntings, which lead to a hidden treasure. Mysterious incidents are used to cover attempts at retrieving stolen goods. Hey, I remember that game. So, she was given a free entry day at the amusement park. Yay! I loved the Haunted Carousel. Best Nancy Drew game ever. Well, not really, but it's still good. That was me wasting time. Now the antique store.
Salutations.
I'm looking for a gift for my uncle. He's a real train buff. Can you help me find something special for him?
Now that's a question I like. You got it.
I'm gonna go see what I got in the back. Just hold on.
So we got rid of him so we could fingerprint this. No, no, wrong thing. Okay.
Nailed it.
And I think I fingerprinted everybody except for Brenda. She's the last person you have to fingerprint. And the fire alarm key... Oh, we need to find the key to open this thing. Okay, well the key to open that is here, in Number Punch. So with this game, you want to find all of the numbers. 1, 2... And you can, like, click outside of the screen to freeze the clock, which is totally cheating, but it works. 8, 9, 10. I see 10 here. Then I'm gonna need 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Ooh, doing so well on this puzzle. 23, 24. I'm not doing so well anymore. I want 25. So really this strikes me as a bad way for Alexi to hide something, because the only way to open this is if you get the best time. So, you know, eventually he's never going to be able to open this thing ever again, and I've lost track of where I was. So, oh, okay, I'm on 31. Thank you.
It looks like I won something.
We win the key to here.
Why would Alexi have an empty bottle of ether?
That's an accelerant. Former amateur detective found guilty! Ned is basically doing all the work at this point in the game. I'm gonna switch. So this is Alexi's info. Solving mysteries. But he's been arrested for stealing from J.P. Bennington. But the judge, yeah. And his girlfriend, his fiancée, I think, left him forever. So that's why Alexi is so mad and angry. He's bitter because his career as a detective was a failure. And I need to actually get to Nancy. I'm gonna go to Scoop. Oh. Where's Deirdre? Hey, Nancy. Trying to do stuff here. Right.
It looks like Tony was holding a major grudge against you.
I figured as much. She's never been exactly friendly. Once I get out of here, I'm going to see how serious this grudge is.
You should take over.
I'm on the case.
So you need all 3 of those fingerprints in Nancy's inventory before you can actually get Brenda's fingerprint.
What's up?
Yes.
I'm passing the case to you, Ned.
Ned, reporting for duty.
Somebody points out, you know, we can ask Nancy about all these things. It's like, why does Tony have Tulane? Why does Alexi have Ether? Why does Deirdre have such and such? It's like, well, everybody needs to have circumstantial evidence. That's because it wouldn't be much of a mystery otherwise. So somebody says there's an Easter egg if we click on all the prime numbers. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, not 15, not... is 17 a prime number? I believe it is. 17 and then 19. 21 is not. 23 is. 29 is a prime number. Where's 29? Then 31 is a prime number, not 33, 35. 37 is a prime number. Where's 37? And then 41.
It looks like I won something.
The prime number Easter egg! Hello!
Hello.
Are you the Alexi from the old stories around here?
That was a long time ago.
I can't believe that's actually you. You are the original kid detective. You should advertise that. Put it on your sign or something.
That's not who I am now.
But it's something to be proud of.
Just let it go. It's my past, not yours.
What's the story with this alarm key?
I have never seen that in my life.
I found it right here.
I don't know how it got there. I had nothing to do with this fire. Nothing. I'm not going through this again with you people. Once is enough.
What do you mean?
After all I've gone through, you want to hang me out to dry again. Well, it's not going to happen. You got it? Get out of my store.
What? Why?
I said leave.
Wait, what did you say?
Leave me alone.
Okay.
Leave me alone.
Hi.
Is there a way I could get in touch with you later?
Good question. Why don't you take one of my cards? My phone's always off when I'm on scene, but I check my messages constantly. I'll call back if it's important.
So everybody, not everybody, but two people are talking about orange. Nancy's like, hey, Ned, orange isn't my color. Get me out of jail.
If you want to talk about Nancy, off the record even, I'm always there for you.
Well, orange looks nice on Brenda, I suppose. Deirdre would not look good in orange.
You've impersonated Nancy in the past, haven't you?
Possibly. I've done some crazy things to get a story. It's part of the job.
How crazy?
I can't give away my methods. A lot of what I do is setting up a trap and seeing if anyone falls for it. And when they do, wham! See you at 11 'cause you just got 9'd.
That's not exactly news.
Nope, it's better. It's actually interesting.
But
drop by if you've got any hot tips.
You have reached the Heights 9 Action News Tip line for Brenda Carlton. Please speak clearly when prompted. To report breaking news in the North River Heights area, say yes. Otherwise, say no.
Yes.
You have indicated a breaking news story in the North River Heights area. Brenda Carlton will be notified directly. Goodbye.
Alexi Markovic, the original kid detective.
Acetone. Definitely an accelerant.
More circumstantial evidence. And Brenda's Easter egg. Heights 9 News. We have Easter eggs. Oh, you only have one in your inventory even though you can pick up like several hundred?
Got it. I see why Nancy likes this sort of thing.
Only one fingerprint on the entire microphone? Okay. Okay, cool. Cool. I'll accept that. Let's see if Alexi is willing to talk now, or if he's still going to be a frowny face.
Hello?
What did Brenda ask while she was here?
I don't like it when people ask me questions. Right now, you are pestering me with questions about previous questions that I was pestered with earlier. It's just recursive and rude, and now I have a headache.
Have you met Deirdre?
Don't know her. Know the family enough to know that I've got no interest in meeting her.
Why's that?
Her parents are dull and unimaginative. They only care about money. What are the chances that they're going to have a non-tedious, non-awful daughter?
I heard that Carson Drew worked on the team that prosecuted your case.
He did.
Are you trying to get back at Carson by framing Nancy?
If I had a problem with Carson, I'd go after Carson, not Nancy.
Good point.
Did you know that Carson took classes from J.P. Bennington?
Yes, I did. He was quite the teacher's pet, from what I understand.
What kind of cases did you take on when you were a detective?
No case too big, no fee too small, I used to say. I worked a lot of cases. I know it's silly. I do miss it. I used to be Magnificent Markovic, kid detective. That wasn't my nickname, that was who I was. When it was gone, I was just Alexi, whoever that is.
Do you think anyone will ever believe your side of things?
My parents, they would say, Alexi, do not worry. The truth will one day make itself known. But in my life, all evidence points to the contrary.
What do you know about the old town hall fire?
No more than anyone else.
Why do you have ether? Couldn't something like that be used to start a fire?
It could, in theory. But if that was real, it would have probably evaporated or exploded by now.
Thanks. Bye.
Until next time.
Okay, so I'm finally finished with the fingerprinting. I'm purposely taking my time with this game because it's fun. Heights 9 News. Yay, River Heights 9 News. Okay, Nancy, you get the Easter egg. Oh, okay. Oh, wait, that was it? Oh, that was it. We just needed that one, okay.
Hello?
We found a fire alarm key at Alexi's shop.
Did he say anything about it?
He seemed pretty upset.
Really? What did he say?
He said that he didn't want to go through something like this again.
Interesting.
What do you think he meant?
I don't know. I'll ask my dad. He seems to know a lot about everyone in town.
We found ether at Alexi's shop.
Really? That seems out of place at an antique shop.
It's antique. It's antique ether.
Good find.
Antique ether.
You should take over.
I'll take it from here.
I wonder if Nancy's wearing jail clothing. Yeah, she's wearing the orange jumpsuit. Oh right, I'm fingerprinting stuff. So now that Nancy has all of the fingerprints, we can figure out who left that note that Deirdre had. And it's been so long I forget why this note is important, but we need to figure out whose fingerprint is on the note. Deirdre? No. No. Brenda?
It's Brenda.
Brenda's fingerprint! Aha! Brenda left the note. Okay, ether in Alexi's trunk. This was in your van. Secret plans for town hall. Fingerprint on the note.
I think I've got it. Can you come take a look?
I'm on my way. Not strong enough yet. Keep working on it.
Oh no, somebody's insulting Deirdre. Oh dear. Oh, wait. Call Nancy's father. That's what we've been doing wrong.
Hello?
We found a list that Tony's been keeping. She thinks I make city council look bad when I crack a case.
Well, you do.
Dad.
But that's their fault, not yours. Keep an eye on Tony. I've never trusted her.
What exactly is Alexei's story?
He was just like you, a very popular detective. He used to be known as the Magnificent Markovic.
That's him?
Sure is. Or was, I guess.
No fee too small, no case too big? Huh, I guess I always thought those were just stories.
Who knows how true those stories were? It was a long time ago.
Any luck getting me out of jail?
No such luck just yet, but I'm working on getting a ticket home.
You don't need to do that. I'll figure this out.
There's no way I can stay here knowing what you're going through back home. I'm getting a ticket home ASAP. You won't change my mind.
Thanks, Dad.
It's the least I can do. I talked to the chief. He's not going to budge.
Oh, shoot.
But look, you do whatever you need to do until I get back. I trust your judgment. If you run into any trouble with the chief, come to me.
Okay.
And people are still talking about things. Yay!
Do you remember Alexei Markovic? He was one of your first cases.
That was a long time ago.
Do you think he was guilty?
The case wasn't that simple.
Why not?
There was a lot of evidence stacked up against him. As a prosecutor, I couldn't just ignore it.
I know that, but did you think he was guilty?
It didn't matter what I thought. I could tell from the start that the jury wanted him locked up. It was a very strange case. I mentioned it to the judge, and he told me that I was too new to the courtroom to make that kind of judgment. I believed him.
And now?
Now, I don't know. I wish I had listened to my instincts back then. From that day forward, Alexei went on to be an honest member of the community. And the Bennington family went on to cause no end of scandal. That right there speaks volumes.
Yay, yay, poor Carson. Okay. The chief's not going to budge. In fact, he can't budge on this. He's had one too many chocolate sundaes. No case too small, no fee too big.
What do I do if I can't clear my name?
Don't worry about that right now.
It's a little hard not to.
I like Carson.
If it comes to that, you let me worry about the court proceedings. I'm not going to let anything bad happen to you.
I guess I'm lucky that I have a prosecutor for a father.
And I'm lucky to have a daughter who only rarely goes to jail.
Dad?
Okay, I'll upgrade it to almost never. Don't worry, you're not guilty and you've got me in your corner. We'll get through this.
How's Hannah doing?
She's so sorry she couldn't be here for you. She said she's rushing back home. I told her that we'd take care of things, but you know how she is.
So, what did you find out about the alarm system?
You're right, it was switched off. According to my friend at Heights Security, the alarm was disabled on site at 2:17 the afternoon of the fire. I hope that helps.
You bet it does. Thanks. I need to go. Talk to you soon.
I'll see you soon.
Okay, so let's make Bess, because the studio audience doesn't like George. We're gonna go as Bess.
Hi, Nancy.
Yeah, Carson is a crazy prosecutor.
I just spoke to my dad. He said the alarm at Town Hall was disabled at 2:17 the day of...
In the Nancy Drew series, he just sort of jumps around a lot. Like, he takes care of wills, then he prosecutes criminals, then he investigates bank fraud. It's like he's the super lawyer who takes whatever sort of lawyer position is needed for the story. But I think they eventually decided that Carson is a criminal prosecutor. I think that's the eventual decision.
The fire. Can you check everybody's alibi at that time?
Totally. We'll figure out where everyone was when the alarm was disabled.
I'm passing the case to you, Bess.
Time to help Nancy.
And people are wondering, we've got all sorts of old people in the series. I mean, Dexter Egan from Treasure in the Royal Tower, he was the grumpy old guy, but Alexei is giving him a run for his money.
What's up? Do you visit the novelty shop often?
Sure, I love that place. I demanded that Tony go there, and now she's super into it too.
Why do you go to the novelty shop so often?
We've been having a lot of house parties lately, so I go a lot. You know, it's a shame that you never come to our parties.
I've never heard of your parties.
I know. That's so sad for you.
Oh, yeah, well, Carson is conveniently not at home. The one time Nancy visits, in 10 years, she hasn't been home in 10 years, and Carson's gone when I think, okay, here's my idea, that Carson just completely moved away in the 10 years that Nancy's been gone, and he just didn't want to tell her.
Where were you at 2:17 on the day of the fire?
I was out on the clues challenge. Same as you. Don't believe me? Call Jessica, 555-2741. Or Holly, 555-6388.
What were your friends' numbers again?
Write it down this time. Jessica is at 555-2741. And Holly is at 555-6388. Catch you later. Goodbye.
And people think Alexi and Mrs. Drake from Curse of Blackmore Manor would be the best old person couple.
Hi, welcome. What can I get for you?
Huh, okay.
Can you tell me where you were at 2:17 on the day of the fire?
Here.
I know the case against Nancy looks pretty strong, but I consider you a friend. Maybe you could help?
You're a good friend, Bess. Just make sure you're not sticking your neck out for someone who doesn't deserve your trust.
Mrs. Drake's first name is Letitia.
I really shouldn't be talking about this. Okay, this off the record?
Yes.
I was out canvassing the area, planting signs, shaking hands, the whole thing, And suddenly, I see smoke and run to check it out. When I get there, the whole town hall is lit up, just like out of Hollywood or something. Unbelievable. That's where my first job was,
You worked in Hollywood? That's awesome.
No, I worked in that building. That was years ago. Would you believe that back then I shared an office with Tommy Lindenson? He's city council upstate now. Such a cutie. Most of the good-looking ones are dumb as a big box of stupid, but not him. Hard to keep my eyes on my work when he was around.
Woo-hoo, Tommy!
I don't care about that. The fire, that's what we're talking about.
Right.
I called it in, and then I waited for the fire department to show up. That's the end of that.
People are saying Professor Hotchkiss and Alexi could be another old couple.
Is the town hall on the Historical Society's list of protected properties?
Of course. That building is very important to this town.
So, that means that no one could knock it down to build something newer, right?
Well, that's the gist of it.
You're fighting a lawsuit about the land the old town hall stands on.
Yes, I'm in government. You want a full list of the suits I'm dealing with, grab a notebook and clear your calendar for the rest of the week.
What was going to happen with the old town hall?
There is a proposed land use issue at the moment. We were thinking of dismantling the structure and replacing it with something more relevant to the city. It's nothing to get excited about. These things take years.
Dumb as a big box of stupid. I do love that line.
Who did you see at the fire?
I saw Nancy, but you knew that. Saw Alexi, too.
Do you think Alexi would have started the fire?
Between you and me, that one's a walking cautionary tale.
What's that mean?
It's not my place to talk about it. Sorry, Bess.
Wow, thanks.
I thought you'd be a little more concerned about Nancy's arrest.
I know this is hard for you. I do. You brighten up my shop when you drop in, Bess. I hate to see you so upset. Of course I care, but what can I do?
You wanted the building to burn down so you could sell the land, didn't you?
If I were you, I'd cool it. Understand me?
Whoa! Whoa!
Until next time.
Goodbye.
Whoa, not cool, Tony. I thought we were friends. I thought we were buddies. I thought we were amigos. Here we go. Yep. Bump, bum. Maybe I know that she's been a cheatin'. Maybe I know that she's been untrue. But what can I do? So that newspaper there is important because it teaches us that Tony was not actually where she said she would be. I mean, she said she was there and she's lying. Her alibi is false.
Get out.
Dang! But I wanted to ask about your alibi.
Where were you before the fire started?
Live and on the scene, as usual. I'm pretty sure most of the town saw the broadcast, and this story is on the fast track to national coverage.
You didn't answer my question.
I'm sorry, I'm working on a lead. I have to work on my notes.
Oh, okay, well that's her alibi. I guess we're gonna have to switch to somebody else. Oh, let's call Jessica.
Hello?
Hi, Deirdre Shannon gave me your number. Can I ask you a quick question?
Sure?
Where were you yesterday around 2 p.m.?
Hanging out with my friends.
Who was there?
Deirdre and Holly. We were working on the Clues Challenge.
Are you sure about that?
Positive. You can ask Holly if you want.
I'll let you go.
Bye.
Hello?
Hi, Deirdre gave me your number. Can I ask you a quick question?
Sure.
Where were you yesterday around 2 p.m.?
Working on the Clues Challenge.
Who was there?
It was me and Jessica.
What about Deirdre?
She was supposed to be there. Ended up coming hours later. As usual.
What do you mean by that?
Don't tell her I said this, but she's not a good team member. She's never where she says she's going to be. She's always running around, and she'll never say where she's been. I shouldn't have said that. Don't tell her I said that. I have to go.
Sure. Thanks for your help.
Bye.
Dr. Buford from, Dr. Buford, he's also an old person.
Hi.
Why are we trying to develop relationships for all the Nancy Drew characters? Oh dear.
We found some of
Studio
Tony's
audience,
files.
what are we
I
doing?
think she wanted to develop the town hall site.
So there's a chance that she could have wanted the town hall to burn down. I'm going to see if my dad can help us out with this.
You take the lead now.
I'll take it from here.
Okay, let's have George do something, because otherwise George is going to feel useless. Yeah, she is kind of useless. Okay, so... Can't confirm. Tony lied.
Hello.
Can you please take care of Togo until I'm out?
Way ahead of you. Since your dad and Hannah are out of town, I'm watching your house.
How's Togo?
Pretty upset, but my mom's taking care of him back at home.
Good. Thank you so much.
It's nothing. We're all here for you. Anything you need.
Oh no, not Nigel and Professor Hotchkiss. That's not good. I do not support that ship. I am not on board.
George, reporting for duty.
We still haven't found ourselves able to do the glass chromatograph puzzle. So why are the roads in town so narrow? Narrow? There are only one-way streets in this town. Yeah, okay.
I might need this.
It's free. Might as well take it.
Hello?
Where were you before you saw the fire? At around 2 p.m.
I was going to talk over at the River Heights Historical Society.
What was the talk about?
We were talking about the time capsule. Not that that matters now that it's been burned to a crisp. It was due to be opened at the Anvil Days Festival. You should know this. The winner of the Clues Challenge gets to add something of their own when it's resealed.
The talk you said you were giving at the Historical Society was canceled.
What are you talking about?
It never happened. Where were you really?
It was not canceled. I showed up, I gave my talk, there was a reception, then I left. Same as always.
That's not what I heard.
What you heard was wrong. So why don't you just butt out?
Why were you really at the Old Town Hall?
I wasn't. I was just passing by.
We have evidence that you were there. What were you doing?
I was trying to open the time capsule.
Why?
That's none of your business. I didn't start the fire. I don't have to put up with this harassment.
What do you know about Tony?
So I think what Alexei should have done is he should have joined a basketball team. You know, he could be a great basketball player with those long legs.
Well, she's on the city council, so she's either corrupt or deeply immersed in the corrupting process.
Not everyone in politics is corrupt.
Seriously? Where is your youthful cynicism? Yes, all politicians are corrupt.
Especially the ones that sentence me to jail!
Why do you distrust politicians?
Because they don't care about people like you and me. When they're running for office, we're just votes to buy. Once they're elected, we're just collateral damage for whatever or whomever's buying them off.
You're not a very chipper person. Why is that?
I once was.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I had a lot of fun in life. I had friends. I met the girl I was going to spend the rest of my life with.
Okay, then what happened?
What do you care? You some sort of tourist in other people's misery?
No, it's just, this shop is pretty cool. It seems like you'd be happy to run something like this instead of grumpy.
You'd think that. I was happy, but one time, just once, I tried to speak truth to power. And man, if I didn't pay the price.
What does that mean?
It means my life has been a cruel joke. Try as you might, it's hard not to let them influence your general mood.
Oh, Alexei could have had a successful career in interpretive dance. Nice, and people are suggesting that Nigel and Colin could be friends, because they're both British, and talk about things which other people find somewhat boring.
What happened to end your career?
Well, when you make it your business to tell the truth, you make a lot of people mad. That's what happened to me. I was 20. I'd been around the block a few times, been working my own cases for 10 years at that point. I'd seen it all. I'd been kidnapped, knocked out, hexed, cursed, locked up in a trunk, you name it. But I always nabbed the baddies. Always. That is until I turned in J.P. Bennington for cheating his way into City Hall. The Bennington family was very powerful in those days. Still is. In fact, Tony's brother-in-law is the Bennington.
What happened?
He accused me of stealing one of his father's priceless antiques, this ancient magnifying glass that was supposedly used in the drafting of the town charter. Supposedly belonged to one of the town's founding fathers.
Why didn't you just say you were innocent?
Ooh, that's a really good idea. I did. In hundreds of ways, to anyone who would listen. It didn't matter.
That's not fair.
No, it isn't. My life was just beginning. Then in a blink, I was cut off at the knees. No one trusted me, no more cases. I lost everything. I wanted to see the world. I was going to. Then, just like that, he took that from me. Now I try to bring a little of the world to me when I can. But look around. This isn't enough.
Somebody's suggesting Ryan Kilpatrick and Rentaro from Ryan Kilpatrick from the Deadly Device and Rentaro from Shout Out to Water's Edge. Both machine people with robot cats, right? I believe. So it could work.
What happened to Bennington?
He slandered me in the press, and people forgot about how crooked he was. He got into City Hall. His career took off, he became a judge, and moved on to the big time. Bye-bye, River Heights.
Can you show me what you have from India?
Sure.
And we got rid of him for no real reason. Well, we're mean. Is that the jetpack from Castle Malloy? How did it end up here? Nancy should pick it up and use it. That would be so cool. Oh, ow! Somebody's saying Deadly Device is the worst game ever? I like that game.
What's up?
It seems like your friends aren't as confident about where you were as you seem to think they'd be.
Between you and me, they're kind of dumb.
Wow, you're a terrible friend.
You talk to them or something, right? I'm not wrong. Anyway, we're not for real friends. They're still in the 90-day trial period. I can return them in their original packaging at any time.
Nancy Drew the Deadly Device. Also, what I like about that is that it's the game about guys with beards. Every guy has a beard in that game, except for Mason, and that's why he's not popular.
Do you know anything about Alexi?
Right. Him. I'm not a fan. He's got old man weirdness and old man smell. I don't know if one causes the other or if that's just how he rolls. We shouldn't even have to deal with him. He should have been arrested years ago.
Arrested? For what?
Oh, it's nothing.
I'd really like to know why you think Alexi should have been arrested.
I see that.
Are you going to tell me?
No, probably not. Why don't you go ask him yourself if you care so much?
See you later.
Goodbye.
Okay, so people are wondering which game is the worst. Shadow at the Water's Edge. Oh, I hate those super long puzzles for that, and the triggers for Yumi's pictures are bad. I can see why somebody would say Ransom of the Seven Ships is bad, because there's not a lot of character stuff. But I really do like Deadly Device and all the characters and how everything comes together. And Deirdre, honey, that's not how friendship works. Watch a couple of episodes of Sesame Street. You'll learn about friendship. I will agree that Ellie in Deadly Device is not the best character ever. In fact, she's kind of dull and boring. Creature of Kapu Cave is another one that people like to nominate for worst one. Yeah, I can kind of see that. Oh, I can't solve this puzzle until Nancy knows to look at the glass chromatograph. Okay. Nancy, figure that out, dude. So Deirdre and Logan from Shadow at the Water's Edge. I wouldn't mind that. Yeah, that seems like a good couple.
Alexi lied about his alibi.
That means he's a priority suspect. Keep a close eye on him and try to figure out what he would gain by burning down Town Hall.
Gonna be honest, I really dislike Shadow Waters. No. Secret of Shadow Ranch.
It's your turn.
I'm on the case.
I hate the chores. I just don't really think there's much of the game that recommends it. I don't think Mary is a good character. Basically, all her stuff there is just so she could have puzzles for you. She's not interesting. I don't think Tex is a very interesting character either. Tex is okay, but what's the problem with Tex? You know, his storyline disappears after the first day of the game, and Shorty's chores take forever. It's just, oh, I really don't like that game at all. But it's super popular, so I probably shouldn't complain about it too much. I think maybe what I'm missing is looking at this. Not that. This. And maybe that is what tells Nancy, hey, I need to see what the glass chromatograph blah blah is.
Hello.
Okay, with Shadow at the Water's Edge, somebody is pointing out that Logan and Savannah, their plotline is good, and Yumi and Rentaro, their plotlines are good too, but I mean, just Shadow at the Water's Edge is just far too long. It's seriously a humongous game.
I need a sample from Town Hall to test for possible.
And yes, I'm complaining about the game having too
You'll
much.
need to find a clean
But I mean, it's like these. It's weird how they kind of overlap, but don't overlap, and you have two puzzles which are monster puzzles that take a half hour. I think that's my main issue. They could have streamlined the puzzle with Logan and Savannah, and that you have to call Logan, and then you have to call him again, and then you have to call him again. It really would have been better. You just have to call him too many times in a row. It could have been a bit streamlined.
You're on your own for that, but I bet you can find it if you look around.
All right, check. Then as for the sample...
Try to get a sample as close to the point of
Carousel
origin as
Malloy is
possible.
okay. Again, just puzzles.
Where the fire started. It was right near the thermostat.
We'll get it for you, don't worry.
I do appreciate what they tried to do, which was different in Shadow. In Haunting of Castle Malloy. I do appreciate that they were trying to do something different with the culprit. Other people don't like Trail of the Twister because it's just a series of chores. Really, Yeah.
It's your turn.
Kind
Take
of
the
is.
case.
I'm on the case.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Secret of the Old Clock is the one that I am just horrible at, so I don't like the game because of that. And there's, like, the ultimate fetch quest, where Nancy has to find something. No, somebody sends...
To find the point of origin.
Nancy needs to get the
That must be the
trivet.
point of origin. I should take a sample.
And so she has to go to person A, who sends her to person B, who sends her to person C, who sends her to person D, to person E. It's, way too much moving around. So here's how they could have improved Shadow at the Water's Edge. Kure, that one place where you have to play, pachinko, get rid of that completely. It doesn't really add anything to the game. It's just, you're forced to go there for the EVP puzzle, which you don't need because you have the Logan and Savannah thing, which tells Nancy she needs to do EVP. So they really could have cut that out. And the other time you go there is to get, the collar for Suki, the robot cat. And that's it. It doesn't affect the plot line. It's just you have to do it. So that's how I would improve Shadow at the Water's Edge.
I'm turning the case over to you.
I'm on the case.
I think one of my problems with Shadow at the Water's Edge and Haunting the Castle Malloy 2 is it's sort of like this game, actually, where you need to take a break like halfway through. I tend to get kind of bored when I'm playing this game for like 3 hours. It's nice to be able to play the game for an hour and then stop. That's what I liked about whatever it was. Like the final scene, you could play for an hour and then stop. Whereas if you try to play the game just all the way through without stopping, it kind of drives you crazy at one point. That's been my experience with Shadow at the Water's Edge and Castle Malloy. So people are saying
Which accelerant matches these figures?
People are saying Blue Moon Canyon had an easily predictable culprit. Blue Moon Canyon, one of the problems with that is that a good portion of the game is skippable, but I still think it's a very good game. I've been meaning to go back and play Blue Moon Canyon again. I like it.
Nancy, hi.
Do you know anything about Tony's development deals?
Offhand, not much. What do you need?
My friends found some paperwork of Tony's. It's starting to look like she might stand to profit from Town Hall being demolished.
Let me look into that. Give me a call back in a bit.
And somebody has a good point about Danger by Design having all these plot lines which dropped. They just, like, disappeared. Like, J.J. Ling's storyline just completely disappeared. Some people don't like White Wolf of Icicle Creek.
You've reached the personal line of Carson Drew. Please direct all business matters to the firm switchboard.
I mean, I don't mind White Wolf of Icicle Creek. Guadalupe seems like an underused character in there. And Fox and Geese is horrible. Nobody likes Fox and Geese. Yeah. I do love Warnings at Waverly Academy. Definitely one of my favorites.
I found the police investigation board.
Perfect.
It looks like we're on the right track so far. They've narrowed everything down to just a few suspects.
Who do they suspect?
Tony from over at Scoop, Alexi from the antique store, Brenda Carlton, and Deirdre. And, of course, me.
Good. We'll keep an eye on all of them. Especially that Nancy Drew. She just sounds guilty.
And yes, somebody has a good point. There really wasn't a crime in Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon until the very end, where the culprit tried to kill Nancy.
I need you to take over.
Time to help Nancy.
So, interesting. And now I'm wasting time for Nancy's father to get back. It usually takes like 2 minutes for him to return. So some people don't like this game. How would you rate it, studio audience?
How are you holding up?
It's not great in here, but I suppose it could be worse. If it weren't for you, this would be the worst experience of my entire life. And I get knocked unconscious and thrown into a dungeon every other week.
Hey, that was the last game.
I'm passing the case to you.
I'll take it from here.
I like the Captive Curse, but I am awful at it. So, that's one of the weird things. It's a game, I really, really want to like the game. I like how Nancy and Ned get in a huge fight. I like it, but, there are problems. I just have a hard time triggering, the things that are supposed to happen.
Hello?
So with this game, I guess people don't really like this game. I think I like it. Everybody is agreeing that, say, like 7 or 6 out of 10 for this game. 7 or 6 out of 10. So that's like barely above average.
I need help interpreting some sample data.
All right. What do you need?
I have data from a gas chromatograph, but I don't know what the output means.
I think I may have just the thing you need at the office. I'll have it dropped off to your friends just to be sure it gets to you.
Perfect. I'll have my friends keep an eye out on the fireplace mantle for the delivery. Thanks. I'd better let you go.
Take care. Hello?
Ned, I need your Ned's-pertise.
I see what you did there. This is about Deirdre, isn't it?
Yes, we need to distract her. You have to ask her out on a date.
What?
I have to what?
Just take her out for lunch. Stall her for a while.
But what if people see us? I'll get a reputation.
Ned.
Okay, I'll do it. It's weird, but I'll do it.
Thanks.
Let me look through the list of Nancy Drew games, which I haven't discussed before. Secrets Can Kill, not my favorite, but it was the first game in the series, so I'm willing to overlook all its problems. Stay Tuned for Danger was great with the characters, but it was hard to actually get things to happen when you wanted them to happen. Other than that, the characters are great, the storyline is great, and a lot of the dialogue is fantastic. Message in a Haunted Mansion, again, I think the final puzzle for that was just a bit too much, with having to memorize those Chinese letters. Other than that, it's a good game. I like it.
I need you to take over.
Ned, reporting for duty.
Treasure in the Royal Tower was fantastic. Also, the final scene, like that. Very well organized. Did not like Secret of the Scarlet Hand. Thought that was an awful game. Gotta be honest. Did not like it, especially all the educational material, which takes up a third of the game. Yeah.
That must be what Nancy's dad was getting for her.
But it was interesting how it didn't start off with a puzzle. Or what I'm trying to say is that it didn't start off with the mystery. It started off with Nancy having a job and, doing things there, and then it developed into a mystery. Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake, again, one I don't really like. The Haunting was nice, but then after that, we have nothing. Yeah, we have that humongous challenge, which takes forever. That's the 10 little critters and then the bird hunting challenges. It's just more time-wasting chores for other people.
I'm turning the case
and
over
then
to
it
you.
gets interesting again
I'll
towards
take
the
it from
end.
here.
So, forget the middle part of Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake. Other than that, it's pretty good.
I need to check this against the chromatogram results.
Haunted Carousel, one of my favorites. Danger on Deception Island, didn't really like that. Already talked about Secret of Shadow Ranch and how I don't like it. Old Clock, don't like it. I think I've talked about every single game yet now. Legend of the Crystal Skull, not a fan just because I've played it way too often.
The fire was started with isopropyl alcohol, not gasoline. Adding this to the evidence against me will help prove I didn't start the fire.
Phantom of Venice is a nice one. I like it. I'm just not... Again, I can't play it over and over and over again. I need breaks in between.
Can you take a look
It's
at
just
this?
not a game I can marathon.
That's not case closed.
That is case closed. Trail of the Twister. Yeah, okay, so I've talked about all the games in the series now. Hooray! Hooray! Well, except for the ones after this one. So let's see. Tomb of the Lost Queen. I liked it. I happen to like how the environment got larger and bigger as it went on. I hated Lily. I don't think anybody really likes Lily.
Your turn to take over.
And the other woman, Jamala, I think her name is. I can't even remember her name. She's so nondescript and unimportant. Deadly Device I liked. Silent Spy I liked. Ghost of Thornton Hall I liked. Okay, all the games in the Nancy Drew series.
What's the deal? I waited for you for an hour.
I'm sorry, I ran into traffic.
All right. Fine. Don't let it happen again.
People are saying Scopa was great, Scopa was fantastic, except when I'm not good at it, and then it just took forever.
Isn't that exactly the same thing you were wearing before you got changed?
No, it's completely different. I can't believe you didn't even notice.
Yeah, okay, so somebody's saying, I'm just reading these notes here. I need to pay attention to the game, but I want to read what everybody in the studio audience is saying. Oh, okay, Ghost Dogs was kind of not so good with the characters in Ghost Dogs. It's Emily, Ranger Acres was kind of boring. Red Knot was a grump, and Emily was just kind of weird. Anyway, Warnings at Waverly Academy was fun, yes. I think people also don't like how Ghost Dogs only has 3 characters in it, which at the time was like the smallest number of characters in a Nancy Drew game. Alex in the Silent Spy, Alec, yeah, I kind of liked him. He was okay. I liked the way he talked. He was an interesting character, but I don't think if he was like a person I met in real life, I wouldn't like him as a person in real life. So yeah, Ghost Dogs would probably be better as a book. Maybe the book is better. I like the recent games the most, actually. You know, not Trail of the Twister, but Deadly Device, Silent Spy, Ghost of Thornton Hall. I'm really liking the newer games. I know whenever people vote on which games are the best, they like the older games, like Treasure in the Royal Tower, but I like the newer games. I'm gonna be honest.
I was wondering if you could go grab some food together.
Yes, I would like that.
Were you able to distract Deirdre?
Yes.
Great. I'll call Bess or George to go see if she's left anything behind.
So how did Ned get the opportunity to call Nancy when he's on a date with Deirdre? My question. And somebody's saying something about environments. I do like environments.
Hi, Nancy.
So like the games when Nancy's in like a castle or a manor, yeah, those are good environments. I like those.
Ned's got Deirdre distracted. Can you see if she's left anything behind? Drop off anything you find at the station.
You got it.
I need you to take over.
I'm on the case.
Although, I don't know, you know, I will appreciate a game if it has a good environment, but if the environment isn't so good, I don't really care, if that makes sense. Like, it's nice if the game has a good environment, but it's not a necessary in my book. It's not necessary in my book. Although with, you know, whatever you call it, that one game, yeah, Ghost Dogs and Moonlight, getting back to that, you can complain about that book not having a very good environment. Game having a good environment. There's a kitty cat. What? Key. Heart Ned. So this is Deirdre's team trying to solve the clues we saw at the very beginning of the game. Naturally, she has no idea what they are.
This is from before the fire yesterday. We need to get this to Nancy.
So did Deadly Device have a bad environment? Yeah, kind of. You know, I like the science room, but other than that, you know, it's basically just a work building. As opposed to something like this where you've got a couple of places, several places. Now here's a question. Would you prefer, like, multiple distinct environments or something like this? Like, we have a bunch of different places we can visit in this game, but they're all part of the same town. They're all somewhat similar. So, yeah, I mean, I'm fine with that. But other people are like, no, we want places with environments that are very, very different from each other.
Any word on the sample?
Yes, it tested positive for isopropyl alcohol. It would take quite a bit to start a fire, so let's keep an eye out for a stockpile.
You take the lead now.
I'm on the case.
Like, I'm trying to think of a game which has a lot of different environments. Maybe Danger by Design has very different environments. Like, you have the very scary place, and then you have the restaurant place, you know, which really feel like different locations. And I'm getting distracted when I should be finishing up with the game. Okay, final third of the game. Really? I think. We need to look this up. Okay, right. That's what I'm doing here. So the ticket is RH627E401.
Power ballads, the #1 cause of running red lights. Wait a second. This puts her at town hall right when the alarm was switched off.
Okay, so obviously a drawn picture rather than a picture of her like character model. Yeah, deadly device. You spent half the time in the elevator. When somebody's saying that the worst environment was Danger by Design in Creature of Kapu Cave, where it's supposed to be France and Hawaii, and she doesn't really go to any Hawaiian places or French places. Not really. I don't know. I liked the Hawaiian scenery in Kapu Cave. The scenery was very nice. Wait, where was I? Oh, the story in Creature of Kapu Cave was just blech. If you read the book, Mystery on Maui, the book is so much better, and the book is basically nothing like the game whatsoever. If they were to make another Nancy Drew game based on the book, one which actually was like the book, I would not mind. It was a good book.
Can you come look at the evidence?
It was about a surfing... It was about a surfing competition, and somebody's sending threats. They're trying to get rid of the Hawaiian hottie, aka Josh. They're trying to get him to drop out of the surfing competition, and we need to figure out why.
That's not case closed.
That is case closed. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, here's the problem. Okay, just a second. This goes in Nancy's place.
Can you come look at the evidence?
I'm on my way. Looks solid. Looks like you just got yourself a get-out-of-jail-free card, detective.
Moira and the Silent Spy could have had a larger role, but, you know... I feel like if you were really interested in Moira, you could talk to her, and you could go through her entire backstory. There is an awful lot you can talk to her about, but it's all optional.
Yes, I'm out.
I'm out of jail! Everybody, I'm out of jail! Do you want to go around and talk to everybody? I guess. Well, let's... not, actually. Okay. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing here. Give me a second. I'm trying to remember what I do here. Yeah, we'll talk to everybody eventually. But here's a mistake I made. I thought we have to talk to Brenda to get her phone number. Nancy already has her phone number. So yay.
You have reached the Heights 9 Action News Zip line for Brenda Carlton. Please speak clearly when prompted. To report breaking news in the North River Heights area, say yes. Otherwise, say no.
Yes.
You have indicated a breaking news story in the North River Heights area. Brenda Carlton will be notified directly. Goodbye.
Brenda is such a professional person. I mean, she just takes random news tips, isn't told exactly where the news story is or what type of news it is, but she just runs out. And yes, there is a snake attack in the Creature of Kapu Cave book. In Mystery on Maui, I'll call it Mystery on Maui. There's a snake attack. There's a thug who they call the Snake.
How could Brenda have possibly made it to all of those interviews so quickly? It doesn't make sense.
And people don't like the tiny house in Ghost of Thornton Hall. I thought it was nice because it opened up to a new area. There was that new area, the other house, which I liked, where Charlotte died. That was nice. I liked that environment, really. The underground environment was actually also new. It opened up as well, but... I do agree there was a lot of that house, which apparently was just closed off. So this is Brenda being upset. Nancy Drew got to the solution first, so Brenda couldn't break the big news story.
Alcohol. It looks like this is for cleaning the equipment, but if she has more...
Yeah, so Nancy... Yeah, Brenda runs after random news stories and leaves her van completely unlocked. And this is an optional puzzle. This is completely optional. You don't actually have to do this puzzle. Let's do it now. You might as well see it, right? It's fun.
Your best Marvin, Nancy's closest friend and confidant.
Yes.
Did she tell you about her plans to burn down Town Hall?
No, she didn't. I mean, she didn't burn anything.
It must have come as a shock to discover what your friend had done.
But she didn't.
It's natural to be in denial. You just want the best for your friend, yes?
Of course.
Who else would she have told her plans to?
No one.
Has she always been secretive like that?
No.
So just recently?
That's not what I meant.
Does she have any enemies?
Well, she solves crimes, so there might be some hard feelings from the people she's gotten in trouble.
She solves crimes, so she must be pretty familiar with how criminals cover up their tracks.
Yeah, she knows all of the tricks. Wait, what are you getting at?
If anyone could get away with the perfect crime, it'd be Nancy, right?
I don't know about that.
So you think there's potential she won't get away with burning down Town Hall?
That's not what I said at all.
So you do think she'll get away with it?
She didn't do it. She's not guilty.
I can see that this is very emotional for you. Thank you for your time. We'll continue to follow the story as it develops.
You didn't... You took what I said and screwed it all up.
Oh no, Bess. You did great. I know it's upsetting, but really well done.
I want to go again.
Great. I'll find you as details develop.
Oh, Bess. Wait, what's Deirdre doing back there? I should try modifying the settings of the other tracks to enhance the background track and hear what she was saying.
There are a few mistakes with Ghost of Thornton Hall in that, how the ghost attacks Nancy. That's just... Yeah, I'll point that out when I'm actually playing that game. People are saying Nancy should drink the alcohol. Guys, this is isopropyl alcohol, not drinking alcohol.
That's it. Only 4 more tracks to go.
If Nancy drank this alcohol, it would be very, very bad, because then I wouldn't get any. I mean, it would be very, very bad and probably kill her. Yay! Finished. Somebody's saying The Silent Spy was a mistake to make it about Kate Drew because it was a deep emotional game, but Nancy kind of acts like a robot, where Nancy's like, oh, okay, talk to you later. Nancy is somewhat a little bit under-emotional, but I think the final scene is where she's the most emotional. People are still talking about alcohol. Yeah, sorry, I want to mention these things, but these are spoilers! Spoilers! I'm so sorry. Oh, did I not finish this one? There we go.
I don't see anything. I saw her come through this way. It's gotta be here. Maybe it was destroyed in the fire. I'm not imagining things. I know what I saw. I can't assume that. It's not here, okay? That's not what I meant. No, I'll find it. I'll find it.
Deirdre thought she was following me. Who was she really following?
Someone is saying Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon was boring because most of it took place in a train. I don't mind the train. But here's what somebody's asking. What's scarier, Shadow at the Water's Edge or Ghosts of Thornton Hall? And I have to be honest, I'm not scared by either of them. Watch my videos, the videos for Shadow at the Water's Edge. You know, the ones I did for the 2014 Mega Marathon with my girlfriend Katie. Her reaction was basically my reaction. It's like, oh, that happened. Not, oh my gosh, that was scary! I mean, she basically didn't react to the scariest scene in the entire game. I don't know. Apparently I'm enough removed from the game that I don't really fall for all of these scary things. And I don't really feel like I'm getting hurt when Nancy is knocked unconscious. And yes, that puzzle was optional. All you had to do was take a look at that thing, and then you could come here and grab this. Why is it unearthed at this point in the game? I don't know. It just happens, that's what. And now we can talk to everybody, and that's what I'm going to do here. Oh dear, I think my studio audience has frozen. I want to read what everybody's saying, unless they just don't care about what I'm saying. Okay, so you're all talking about which game is scariest. Okay. Message in a Haunted Mansion was very scary too, with the environment too, but what they did is they had a lot of little touches in Ghosts of Thornton Hall, which reminded me of Message in a Haunted Mansion. And like the small scares, rather than just huge jump scares.
Look what the cat dragged out of the jail.
Good to see you were so concerned.
Oh, I'm sorry if I was misleading. I wasn't concerned.
I want to know what you were doing at the fire. Why were you there?
Look, I don't care about the stupid clues challenge. I really don't. The only reason I was in it was because my dad never shuts up about how I need to be active in the community and blah.
Then why were you following me?
I assumed you were cheating.
Why would you assume that?
Because I was cheating. I thought we were all cheating. That's why I thought it would be fun to catch you in the act. But instead, you did something
Everybody's supposed to be
crazy,
cheating. Come on.
I did not anticipate.
I didn't set the building on fire.
That's cool. Just so you know, you do a pretty great impression of someone who has recently burned down a building for no reason.
Secret of the Old Clock was not very scary. Yeah. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay. Yeah, those... I can talk more about Secret of the Old Clock, but I think I did when I was actually playing that game, of how that storyline is just a crazy mix-match. A mishmash of 3 different Nancy Drew books, the first 3 Nancy Drew books, and that just kind of makes me go, oh yeah! Wow. I'm weird like that. Okay, so, talking.
What do you know about the notes that were left for me?
Promise not to be super mad?
No.
Okay. Wasn't expecting that. Moving forward. That's not the first note I found. I found another note earlier on your porch.
What did it say?
It gave me a place to go. I went there. Nothing happened. That's when I thought maybe someone was expecting to meet you. Next time I intercepted the note and sent it your way.
And you followed me.
Right.
Why are you admitting all this? I thought you hated me.
I do hate you. But I don't hate you. It's complicated. I just truly enjoy hating you, and I'd hate for something to happen that would throw off our equilibrium. Also, it's not fair.
Also, it would destroy the continuity from the book series. Yeah, Deirdre! She secretly likes me. Hooray! Well, not me, Robot Nancy, but you know what I mean, right?
Well, that's really nice of you. Thanks.
And that's why I hate you. So much positivity. And you're welcome.
Thanks for being so helpful, giving Ned all the information.
Just looking out for my number one buddy.
Right.
Your boyfriend's cute. And you were in the clink. I think I'm blameless here.
You were in the clink.
Well, I think.
Relax, Nancy. I'm not one of those girls. I was just window shopping. Anyone can tell he's not going to budge on the you situation. It was just nice to spend a little time with him instead of the idiot boys on campus. I swear, you think they're gonna get more mature in college, but they just head the other direction.
Yeah, she's right about that. They get too busy drinking all that alcohol. Oh, so that's what happened to the alcohol. Okay, we figured it out.
Why are you hanging out here today?
Can you tell your friend to stop spying on me? It's distracting.
I'm not spying on you.
The fact that you responded proves my point.
Oh, shoot.
How do you think Brenda gets around town so quickly?
She probably speeds and never gets tickets because she's good looking.
Didn't you get a ticket from a red light camera?
All right, that's a flaw in my logic, but I'm still going to assume I'm right. I've got no idea how she does it.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi. Can I get you some ice cream?
No, never again.
Am I missing something? I thought you love ice cream.
Loved ice cream. But then I had bowl after bowl trying to keep my cover, and then my brain froze permanently. I'm so cold, Nancy. If I don't make it, tell my parents I died of ice cream poisoning.
Okay, I won't get you ice cream.
Good. When this is all over, I could go for a room temperature snack, and then a warm snack, and then something hot. Baby steps.
Yeah, you know, how does Nancy keep Ned Cole interested in her when she's always halfway around the world? Ned has to put up with a lot from Nancy.
Did you find anything out about Brenda?
Oh, I forgot. Nancy, I'm so sorry about the interview. You know I'd never say anything like that. Brenda just...
Took what you said out of context? I know. Don't worry. I know how she is.
I was so worried you'd be mad when that came out.
Has there been much traffic or road work these last...
Yay. Okay, so my logic is flawed, but I'm still going to assume it's correct. That's basically how most people work, especially when you're having internet debates. Yep. Okay, back to the game.
Few days?
It's been the worst. It took me 45 minutes to get across the river Monday morning. It would have been faster to walk.
When you were stuck in traffic on Monday, when exactly was that?
10. Chic Boutique's Chic Week doorbuster was kicking off at 10, and I was late. Nancy, it was a travesty.
But if the traffic was that bad, how could Brenda have made it to both of the interviews on her time log?
Either she's good at being in two places at once, or she's got some top secret route I don't know about.
I have no idea what's going on with Bess's hair, but I think I like it anyway.
Bye.
See ya.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay.
Nancy, happy to see that you're doing all right. Just so you know, I've been pulling for you this whole time.
Yeah, Bess does not seem at all excited to see that Nancy is out of jail. Yeah. Huh. Nobody's surprised to see Nancy out of jail.
That's not what I heard.
Well, you know what they say. Don't believe half of what you read and anything you hear.
Including now?
I see that your reputation is well deserved. What do you want?
Tell me about the fire. What were you doing?
I've been over this with enough people already. I was out, I saw smoke, I made a call.
Did you put pressure on the police to arrest someone?
Yes, of course I did.
You did?
I didn't tell them who to arrest. I just told them to do their jobs.
Okay, so somebody's pointing out that it technically is possible to be correct even if you're using flawed logic. However, it's still wrong to rely on flawed logic to arrive at a correct solution if you know the logic is flawed. That's the point I was making.
Aren't you worried that you pressured the police into making unnecessary assumptions?
You would have done the same thing. You know it's harder than you think to run a town. If someone has to take the fall for the common good once in a while, so be it.
That's not very fair.
Fairness is a luxury in government. It's sad, but it's true.
Oh, robot Tony. Sorry. Well, somebody has to be arrested. Sorry.
Does River Heights have any shortcuts that most people don't know about?
Shortcuts? No. There are the tunnels, but those are locked up as far as I know.
Tunnels?
Yeah, from back when everyone was worried about the Cold War. They've been locked for as long as I can remember. Doubt you could find your way in if you tried.
Bye.
Goodbye.
So studio audience has been talking about Bess, specifically Bess's weight. Usually in the books they say she's a little bit overweight, pleasantly plump, whatever. Guys like the round, curvy figure of Bess. No comments, by the way.
Hi.
But they're saying here she looks sort of borderline supermodel, is what somebody in the studio audience said. Thoughts? Do people think Bess looks like a borderline supermodel? I don't really think that is the case.
Bye. Talk to you later.
Although I wouldn't say she's very overweight. I'd say she... Yeah, I don't think she looks that overweight at all, actually. I would be hesitant just to use the word overweight to describe her. And Tony, yes, Tony rarely shows emotion unless she's saying goodbye to somebody.
Look who's out! Glad to see that you could get them to see sense. Do you need anything? If you need anything.
Thanks. I didn't know you were following my case.
Couldn't help. Small town. I want you to know that I didn't doubt you, not for a second.
That means a lot.
Trust me, I know. I know what...
Okay, everybody is agreeing that Bess does not look like a supermodel. I forgot, right. Supermodels are very scary looking, especially if you watch those supermodel TV shows. I was afraid. Very, very much afraid. But yeah, Bess looks nice. Yeah.
It's like to be in your shoes. It's the worst feeling you can have. You know, your friends really worked hard to get you out.
Oh, and another good point, that Bess is curvier than she looks. The table is kind of blocking her stomach, so she could be a bit more curvier and heavy than she looks because she's got the table blocking the way. Although, really, I shouldn't be arguing why Bess is fat. That's a mean thing to argue. But her hairstyle looks fine.
I know.
I should have worked harder myself. It's probably too late, but anything I can do to help you, anything you need to know, I'm your guy.
I kind of liked Bess in Ransom of the Seven Ships. I kind of liked that, her little dress thing. I liked her dress thing. It was fun. I liked it. It's a weird thing to say. Like, Bess's body type is better in this game, but her outfit is better in, her outfit, and I'd say her hair is better in Ransom of the Seven Ships. That's what I would say.
What do you know about Tony?
She railroaded you. Practically dropped the police at your door. Either she just hates you, or she's up to something that only you could crack.
Can you tell me anything about the fire? Anything at all?
You know, I wish that I could. I already told everything I know. Except...
Except what?
Okay, I went in.
You what?
I went into the building. I saw you come running out. You looked scared. I just knew it wasn't you who set the fire. And the reporter was just standing there, like she was waiting for you to come out. It wasn't right.
Why didn't you say anything?
It wouldn't have mattered. No one listens to me or trusts me.
Will you testify to that?
Yes, but it's not enough. You need more evidence.
I think I like this most of all. This really sells Alexei as a great character for me. Just seeing the arc, the emotional arc line he goes through, I wouldn't say he goes through a major character arc, but it's still nice to see this other side of him and how much he likes Nancy and how good he is and how helpful he is. I think it's good. I'm just saying, I like that he's being nice and helpful now to Nancy, because he can empathize and sympathize with her being railroaded.
Why did you go into the town hall when it was burning?
The time capsule. Bennington told me he'd put the magnifying glass somewhere I wouldn't find it for years and years. I always assumed he meant in the time capsule. I was just hoping to finally be able to say, see, I didn't do anything. But I guess it's gone now.
Why did you become a detective in the first place?
I was pretty young at the time, and back then my parents owned a shop, much like this one. I wasn't much into the news then, but I knew in those days people didn't much like immigrant families like ours. One night, someone threw rocks through the plate glass window, completely shattering it. My parents were very upset, but they were afraid to go to the police. It wasn't done where we were from. So I took it upon myself to catch the culprit.
Did you?
Never did. But that's when I learned that even a small, nice-looking town has its secrets. I decided I wasn't going to put up with secrets anymore.
Why did you give up on being a detective?
It wasn't a choice. The cases stopped coming.
I'm stuck. Do you have any advice from your detective days?
Times were different back then. The town's a lot nicer these days. Used to have lots of crooks running around in those tunnels.
Tunnels?
Yeah, there's a whole network of tunnels under the town. They say they're from the Cold War, but they're even older. Built by smugglers and the like. And the city turned them into a fallout shelter in the 50s.
How do I find my way in?
I don't know if I should help you with that. The tunnels are very dangerous.
Yeah, no, come on, Alexei.
I have to find a way into the tunnels. My case depends on it.
I see. You know, Nancy, when I was younger, I used to love to read. A good book always gave me great ideas. There's a book over there you should check out.
I really don't have time for that.
There's always time for this book. I always brought it with me on my adventures as a kid. You'll want to read it, cover to cover.
Just take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow, a reading rainbow.
Bye.
Bye.
Also, those pinstripe pants, I mean, very, very classy. So, here's the book.
Alexei said cover to cover. There must be a code on the book's cover. It's a coded guide for getting around the tunnels.
Such a difficult puzzle, but it's a nice one. I like it. It's a nice puzzle.
Alexei's guide said there'd be a tunnel entrance right outside the antique shop.
Nancy, how are you adjusting to life on the outside?
Fine, thank you. I'm not in the mood to do an interview.
That's okay. Everything you say will be off the record.
You're still holding your microphone.
Sorry. Habit.
Still holding it.
All right. You're good. Word of warning, I will get the exclusive. I always do.
You have the reputation of being the first on the scene. How do you do that?
When news breaks, I get there first.
Yes, I've seen the ad. I mean, how do you make it to the scene first?
It's a secret of the trade.
Why wasn't your van at the fire?
It was. I just came separately. I share the van with other reporters sometimes.
Can you tell me a little bit about your van?
I never pictured myself as the kind of person to drive around in a van. But I have to admit, this one is pretty cool.
Why is that?
First thing, it's less of a van and more of a mobile action center. I spend more time in here prepping stories than I do at home.
Do you mind if I look around in the van?
Yes, for a variety of reasons, Nancy. First, it's mine, so no. Second, I have dirt on everyone in this town in here. And as a journalist, it's my ethical duty to make sure that all of the embarrassing footage I've got stays private until such a time that it is fit for broadcast.
You mean, like blackmail?
No. No! Is that what you think of me? It's not blackmail, it's fact-checking. I have to balance the individual's right to privacy with the public's need to know.
You didn't exactly extend that courtesy to me.
Didn't I? I think the public needs to know everything it can about the alleged criminal activities of the local self-appointed do-gooder.
I love it. It's like, wow, Nancy, you're good. You recognized I still had a microphone shoved in your face.
You were at the scene of the fire so fast. How did you manage that?
It's my job to be ready at a second's notice. Some people think I'm just lucky. I prefer to think I'm just that good.
Why are you playing me up as the villain in the media?
I'm just doing my job. I'm letting the world know about all of the suspicious things you've done.
You should be reporting on the truth, not trying to grab a better job. My life is at stake.
Mine too. And anyway, what good does telling the truth do if no one can hear you?
You're the one who left me the notes, aren't you?
Yes.
You lured me to town hall. You led me to that room. All I need to know now is whether you were trying to frame me or trying to kill me.
They both would have made a great story.
You won't get away with this.
You and I both know you have no proof.
I've got your fingerprints, and
I'll be on the air before you know it. Spinning your story so hard that every potential juror in this town will be itching to lock you up and throw away the key.
Far from it. I'm going to make sure everyone in this town finds out who you really are.
Look, you do what you want. If I were you, I'd take my head start and book myself a flight out of the country.
I'm not the type to run away.
Before you say that, I'd take a good long look at Alexei. That man's sad, broken down, lonely life in that grimy old store is your future if you stay. Your choice.
So yes, Brenda is the culprit. She is framing Nancy.
This is about the antiquities show, isn't it?
This is about you. You know who screws up my leads? You. You know who gets in my way? You. You know who I'm sick of? Precious. Special. Nancy Drew. I'm going to love watching this town turn its back on you.
Ah, you won't get away with this! So why doesn't Nancy go to the police right now? Apparently she doesn't have enough evidence? And why can't we find Ned? I feel kind of sad.
Hi.
Ned, I need some help. Brenda's going to turn this whole town against me.
I know. Things are looking pretty bad. If Brenda runs this story... Wait a second. Brenda might have a hold on the River Heights media, but I know a lot of people in Mapleton. I'm going to run there now. If I can convince the Mapleton Press to pick up the story on Brenda, I don't know if that will work, but at least we'll be fighting back.
Ned, you don't have to do that.
Yes, I do. I know you can handle things here. Let me work on this just in case.
Thanks, Ned. Goodbye.
Thanks, bye.
Yes, burning Nancy alive is kind of harsh. And somebody brings up a good point. Nancy doesn't even really live in River Heights. She's always gone on vacation or whatnot. How is this going to hurt her? Why do none of these people have driveways in their houses? And George!
Nancy, you're out. I was so worried. You have no idea.
Thank you for your help. You guys are the best friends in the world.
We're not out of the woods. You need anything, you let me know.
So, how's the case coming?
Okay. Much better now that you're out. We're a team, but I still like it when you lead the way.
Do you know about any tunnels in River Heights?
Yeah, I didn't know that they were actually real. How cool is that?
So, how did Ned do with Deirdre?
I have never seen him so stressed out. In any other case, it would have been funny. I sort of feel bad for Deirdre. Only sorta. I don't want to get a reputation here as a softie.
Actually, I kind of like George's. I like George's character model in this game. I just feel like it's sort of whatever you call it. The edges are soft. I don't know. Something about the edges just makes me feel like
Did you find out
I don't
anything
know.
else about Alexi's detective past?
They forgot to
Not
3D
much.
George.
Asked around a
Okay,
little.
yeah, that's a
Solved
good
lot of tough
explanation.
cases. It's not fair that the town just turned its back on him.
What if he was really framed?
Then we'll take that case next.
It's Brenda. She's setting me up.
I knew you'd figure it out.
Now I just need to figure out how to stop her
Hello, George. How are you suddenly in this game now?
broadcast.
Say no more. I know just the thing. Let me go grab it. If you can go find a battery for me, I'll be right back.
Yeah, I don't know about 3D animation, so I wouldn't be able to say the terms of why she looks different now than she previously did. So where's that picture of Bess? So now we can actually see Bess's stomach. Would you say she looks a bit curvier now than she did earlier? She definitely looks curvier than George. George looks like a guy in this picture, to be honest. Yeah. George is 3D in this picture, kind of. So here's the thing I wanted to point out earlier, but didn't. The scrapbook is here, but the How to Be a Detective, that's missing. What happened to her How to Be a Detective book? Anyway, battery here. This is Nancy's to-do list. Call Dad, call Hannah. Why is Hannah capitalized but not Dad? Renew passport, wash car, porch light, buy pigeon food, AC adapter, lunch with the girls, pick up groceries, take Togo to the groomer, buy dog food, mow the lawn, order luggage, frame Ned's picture. Wow, she's been a busy little bee. Donuts? Donuts. And this was the clue for the lock-picking challenge, which we should have done a long time ago. Oh, that's a donut phone charm, not an actual donut. Okay. So Nancy does have a nice house. Plot twist, George is a guy. We could try calling George, see if we can switch bodies just by calling each other like we used to. Wow, look at this house. I know Carson is a rich lawyer, but my gosh. Nancy has a whole closet there, a walk-in closet, yeah. And where does Carson live? Where's Carson's room? He must have a downstairs room. I know in the books there's like a guest room or something. That must lead to the garage, that door there. We must have a kitchen. Yeah, in the books there's a guest room, so... yeah. Whatever, let's talk to Joel. Whoa!
Who would do something like that? Someone could really get hurt.
Why does Nancy need pigeon food anyway? Anyway...
Who would do this?
Arsonists will get a taste of their own medicine. Everyone hates Nancy.
Some of the fine citizens of River Heights have been expressing their outrage ever since you were arrested.
I can't believe someone would do that.
Don't worry about it. They're just a big bunch of cowards. We'll take care of this for you.
Oh, so that is it? I mean, somebody's saying that with George, they forgot to smooth out her body lines. So you can see the black line, which is the edge of her arm here all the time.
Were you able to find anything to stop Brenda?
Maybe.
I think I've got something good. Sort of. It's in pieces, but I'll figure it out. Maybe you could help?
Of course. What is it?
A jammer. Once this baby is up and running, there'll be no way she can get her broadcast on the air. Do you have the battery?
Yes. Here.
That's exactly the one I need.
Perfect.
We need to hurry.
Could you possibly get a battery that she doesn't need? I don't know. Nancy's room is perfect. Somebody's saying that Alexei stole the How to Be a Detective book so he could learn what he did wrong all those years ago. And Carson doesn't have a room. Nancy's father, Carson, he just sleeps in the garage.
Work on getting all the pieces wired up. If you could work on getting all the connections powered on.
You got it. I need to get all of the connections powered on.
Oh man, how am I gonna do this? Okay, that obviously has to go like that. this is going to be a challenge. Hopefully it won't take me forever. Won't take me forever. Yeah, like that ever happens. That looks good. That could go like that. Okay, cool. I think I have this confused with another one of these puzzles. There's one in the Deadly Device where you have to move everything around. Okay, so I've got a perfect solution for half of the board. Yeah. So clearly that's going to go like that to go up a bit, and then these are all going to be connected. And clearly this is not what's happening. Okay, that will have to be like that, and that like that. That's going to go like that, so that's down there. That's going to be up. I'm going to need to get some sort of electrical connection here, which I can't. So that means I have to do... yeah, like this. And that connects somewhere else. So, studio audience, what's happening? Everybody likes the mansion that Nancy lives in. Nancy in the haunted mansion. Well, it's not a haunted mansion, but Nancy lives in the world's biggest mansion. Okay, so this looks good. Mostly. Yeah, this is going to have to connect to something. No, why aren't you working? Unless that looks like that. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Oh, man.
Got it.
Oh, yeah.
Brenda from going on the air for a little while at least.
Perfect. You'll need to connect it to the signal box in Brenda's van. She should be using the standard system, so you'll just need to connect the two together. Here, take a look. There are colored wires with this. Just connect the identical color terminals with a matching color wire. Be careful not to cross any wires, though, or it'll short out and not turn on. Once it's on, it'll be blocking the signal, but will only last for about 30 minutes before the battery dies.
So people are asking, where did George get this jammer from? Was it just around Nancy's house? Could you possibly make one which wasn't a horrible long puzzle? Oh no. Oh yeah, and there was the pipe puzzle in Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon. Yep, that was just like that. So George, your jammer, you solved the puzzle.
I wish I could make it last longer, but it's the best I can do right now. Go find a way to put it on Brenda's van's antenna, but don't let her know it's there. Once it's on, you'll have to move quickly. It won't last long.
So, Nancy's dog, Togo, isn't here. The dog is actually at George's house. There's a line of dialogue about that.
What's going on? Any new developments?
Ned called. Things aren't going well in Mapleton. That means we have one shot at this. Okay, George, think.
You've done enough. Don't worry.
I can't just sit here. You need backup. Okay, you go for Brenda. Bess and I are going to the station. I'm going to send Bess in to sweet talk the management. If that fails, I'll try my best to cut the broadcast from the station. I don't know if I'll be able to figure out their system in time. Sitting here won't help. I gotta get moving. Nancy, good luck.
Okay, so somebody is saying that they would like to be Nancy's sister, and somebody responded saying, whoa, no, that would be horrible. Every time you took the last Pop-Tart, she would be dusting for fingerprints. Oh yeah, thanks for the help with the jammer puzzle, George. You're fantastic. We love you, George.
Hey.
See you later.
Catch you later.
George, it's like sitting here won't help. Resume sitting here and not doing anything. Ned phone called. You know, there's a girl in Mapleton who's flirting with him, too. Aww. Let's go to George's home and pick up the dog.
Hi there. Oh, it's great to see you guys. Now you keep working on that case and, drop by anytime.
Was that Nancy pretending to be George's mom?
Hi there. Oh, it's great to see you guys. Now you keep working on that case and, drop by anytime.
Let's go to Bess's house, because it's right here.
Oh, hello now. Hi there. Gosh, it's so good to see you. You keep up the good work now, dear.
What? Okay. That's it. Okay, stopping Brenda time. That's what's next. Oh, and Brenda's conveniently not here. Okay, convenient. She conveniently leaves when it's time for us to use the jammer.
Is match the colored terminals.
Come on and jam, and welcome to the jam. Hey, you, what you gonna do? Party people in the jam. Let's go, we're gonna jam up this jam antenna. So, pass the jam and watch me flow. Yes. Oh, that's not it. Just gonna randomly see if Alexei can talk about anything. I'm pretty sure he can't.
Hi, Nancy.
I need help stopping Brenda. She's trying to frame me.
If we don't learn from the mistakes of history, you have to fight fire with fire. She's gonna go after you with everything she's got until you show the world how rotten she is. Don't let her get away. Don't run away. Fight her head on. Find a way to turn this around on her. I know you can do it.
See you later.
Until next time.
Huh. That actually worked. Okay, so I've never done that before. I want to see if we can do this with Tony and Deirdre.
Hi. I know it's Brenda that started the fire. She set me up.
Ha! Good. I'm glad it's someone awful. You have proof?
I'm working on it.
I wish I could help you. She's the worst. The absolute worst. She's only got that job because of her dad, and because she's good at shortcuts or something.
What do you mean by Brenda being good at shortcuts?
She's got to be. She's always there before anyone else. That's all she's got going.
See you later.
Bye.
And that is something they mention in the books a lot, that Brenda's father is basically the reason why she's a successful reporter. Nobody would hire her any other way. That's what Nancy thinks, anyway.
Hello, how can I help you?
Brenda's the one who set the fire. You've got to help me.
Do I? I don't think that I do.
You're fine with letting her get away with this?
Do you know how hard it is to get things done with you around? You and your friends always snooping around, causing trouble.
We don't cause trouble. We expose troublemakers.
When you're stuck cleaning up the mess, it doesn't make a difference.
I can't believe you're not going to help me stop Brenda.
You'll get used to the idea.
Wow!
See you later.
Bye.
She's so mean to people who cannot vote for her. Oh, wait, Nancy's 18. She can vote. Wow, so not voting for you. And people are suggesting that Alexei will do anything he can to help, as long as it doesn't involve getting out of his chair. Alexei can leave his chair, remember? We can force him to leave his chair. That's what we have to do in order to get his fingerprint. But other than that, he very much rarely leaves his chair. Okay, purple's gonna have to be out of the way. Far out of the way. And that's gonna look like that. So if I want green to go around like this, And red to go around like that. But I can't because red can't cross over yellow. Okay. So if I can do red around like this. And green like that. Yellow to the right of it. There we go.
That's it. Signal is getting jammed. Time to hurry.
Yeah, Tony is a horrible, horrible person. It's like, granted, you haven't been in town since 1998, but when you were around, you were a huge pain in my blender. Oh. Oh, government corruption, political corruption, and then all of a sudden she's nice at the end, saying goodbye. It's very nice.
This must be how Brenda gets around town so quickly.
So we're not voting for Tony, we're voting for Holt. Yeah, so basically everyone in this game is being lazy and forcing you to do their chores. Well, not really. We don't have a lot of chores to do, but, still, they're lazy and not helping. How far does this thing go on? Wow. This goes up... Where is here? Is that the town hall fire? So that's how Brenda got to the town hall. I can't remember if this is something brand new or just something I don't remember because I haven't played this game in a while. Here we go. Why is that the wrong one? That must be the wrong one. This must be it because we can zoom in on it. So Brenda keeps pictures of herself in her top secret base. I don't know, I guess she wants to keep a lot of convenient evidence proving she's the culprit, just in case she gets caught. What?
That's definitely enough isopropyl alcohol to burn down town hall.
And yes, the key magically fits. What do you mean the key magically fits? Oh no, the key magically fell. The key that Nancy needs just magically falls at the exact correct moment. Okay, and here, information about how she was doing it. So she was staking out the Drew house to the Dalton school tunnel. Oh wow, she timed everything out very well. Okay.
This is definitely enough evidence for the chief to know it was Brenda.
You really should have called the chief.
Brenda!
Nancy? Lose something? I'll be honest, I was not expecting to see you here. Clever move with the jammer.
This is how you got into town hall to start the fire, isn't it?
If you have to ask, do I need to bother to answer?
Why? Why would you do this?
You've got the next 10 to 20 years to figure that out. I'll give you a hint. If they give you TV privileges in the big house, you'll be seeing a lot of me.
But why frame me?
If I didn't, you'd screw up everything for me. And now, you can't. Ha! Here it is. Take a good look. It may look like a tape, but to you, it's the final nail in your coffin.
I need to get out of here and stop Brenda before she broadcasts whatever is on that tape.
Questions. So many questions. So Brenda just had that tape here in the lair. It's 2011. What news places still use tapes? Selfies? Yeah, those are definitely selfies. What's with the selfies? Yeah. Anyway, escape time.
Stuck. Oh, there has to be a way to get this open.
Duffel bag of evidence. Yes, okay, so what we have to do is follow the instructions in Alexi's book. So I'm just going to follow these instructions here. Turn left, and go forward. Forward twice. Then turn right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then turn right, go forward through the door. Turn right, go forward through the door. Turn left. Uh-oh. Turn left, go forward through the door. Forward. Right. Forward through the door. And this should be it. If Brenda had that news tape of Nancy prepared ahead of time and inside her lab, that means she didn't have any of the footage which is on her band. So, I mean, I'm sorry. I'll be nice. I'll be a good boy and not complain. Still, seriously. Okay, and question number 2, the jammer with the antenna. Do you know any news places that broadcast from an antenna in a moving news van? I mean, if it was the antenna at their TV station, that would make sense, but no, that's the antenna in the mobile van. Yeah.
Ha! I knew we were getting close. Today just keeps on getting better.
Why does it take so long for Brenda to start broadcasting? So, Brenda getting across town on foot in the tunnels is faster than the van? Yes. How did Brenda navigate the tunnels without Alexi's guide? But here's the weird thing. We'll see, because, you'll see in just a moment that Brenda is not actually playing a tape. Brenda is doing a live broadcast in front of a camera, which we'll see in just a moment. And this is the thing. This is the medallion. We just won the clues challenge. You know, the plot line that everybody forgot about. That one. And you do have to remember that they only have one-way streets in River Heights, so it is easier to get around on foot. Somebody's suggesting that the tape that Brenda is airing was just the scandalous video of Nancy dancing around in a cat suit in Phantom of Venice? Or the scandalous dress in Captive Curse.
Chief, I've got something you need to see.
Nice job, Nancy.
Could no longer contain the darkness inside herself. In a desperate act, she set the night sky ablaze. Perhaps we'll never know what caused Nancy Drew to strike the match that forever changed this town. But one thing is certain. River Heights will be a safer place with Nancy Drew behind bars. With a heavy heart, we must forever say goodbye to a former hero and look bravely. Excuse me, I'm in the middle of a broadcast.
Brenda Carlton, you're under arrest.
No, this isn't happening. You can't do this. Get your hands off of me! You don't want to mess with me! I've got dirt on all of you! I could ruin every single one of you!
Yeah, that's a risk we'll have to take. Back to you, Jim.
Dear Hannah, Brenda was right about one thing. Her broadcast did make it all the way to the national news. Just not exactly the way she had intended. Not the type to let a little thing like a prison sentence get in the way of her ambition. She's already started working the weather news desk at Heights Regional Correction Center. I'm sure she'll work her way to the lead anchor desk during the next 10 to 20 years. While Tony had nothing to do with the fire, she did show her true colors. As the details of the case emerged, public support for Tony fell to an all-time low. Tony quietly removed her name from the ballot, but remains behind the counter at Scoop. It'll be a while before any of us go out for ice cream again. To everyone's surprise, the time
Brenda clearly just uses roller skates to get around the tunnels. That makes sense. Okay, that makes sense.
capsule survived the fire. And sure enough, when it was opened, J.P. Bennington's so-called stolen property was recovered.
Yay!
After decades, Alexei was finally vindicated.
Yay!
Dad was
Vindication!
on formally pardoning Alexei of all wrongdoing. For once, Alexei seems pretty happy. When I asked him if he's interested in being a detective again, he said, never again. But he did say he would be happy to help anytime. Deirdre is still Deirdre. She's throwing a post-clues challenge party this weekend. Not surprisingly, Ned's been invited. And not surprisingly, Bess, George, and I have not. Not that we go anyway. The town hall is set to be demolished soon and replaced with a new museum celebrating the history of River Heights. Word is that Alexi may be asked to be head curator. Now that I've been publicly exonerated, the town has really started to show its support again. My neighbors have gotten together to repair our window, and my house is overflowing with notes of support and baked treats. For me, it's just nice to no longer be public enemy number one. As the winners of the Clues Challenge, I got to choose what to place in the time capsule. I'm pretty happy with what I chose to put in there.
So what did Nancy put inside the time capsule? Everybody says, hey, Nancy obviously put the How to Be a Detective book inside, but as I pointed out, the How to Be a Detective book disappeared during the course of this game. So that's not it. Nancy couldn't have put that inside it because she doesn't have it anymore. So what did she put inside the time capsule, studio audience? What are we thinking? And somebody's saying Deirdre's outfit is cute when she's standing up. I would say the same for Bess's outfit. It looks much better when she's standing up. Not to insult Bess's outfit. I guess these girls, they just look better when they're standing up rather than sitting down. Because they're not Alexi, he looks good when he's sitting down because he has monster long legs which run off from one side of the screen to the other. Yeah. Okay, and people are saying Nancy clearly put Cocoa Kringles inside the time capsule. I'll go with that. And question, who threw the rock through the window? That's a good question. Nancy put her dog Togo. I don't think she put Togo inside there.
If you think about it, you'll be able to figure out what it is. Or you could always wait 50 years until it's reopened.
Could be her
Finally,
teddy bear.
I couldn't have gotten through everything without help from the best friends a girl could have. And, of course, your wonderful gift basket. Can't wait to see you. Love, Nancy.
I think she put Ned inside. That's a good one. But her teddy bear. Yeah, her teddy bear. That would work. Domed? Oh, okay, so I got 5 things. I went around town a lot. I got an Easter egg. I tried to call the police from the police station. I looked at all the accelerants, and everybody, I switched characters an awful lot. Ooh.
Halfway across the world, beyond Cairo and the ancient pyramids, a lost world rises from the shifting desert sands. I've joined leading archaeologists to help unearth a site that some say may be the true tomb of Egypt's legendary lost queen. But once I arrive, rumors of terrifying curses fly, and stories of the site's deadly past begin to surface. It's up to me to solve an ancient riddle and find Egypt's legendary lost queen before a curse as old as the pharaohs themselves seals my fate forever. Join me in my next adventure, Tomb of the Lost Queen.
I'll have to remember if that's actually a scene in the game. I think it is. But I think it's slightly different. Oh man, we spent $20 of food at Scoop? I didn't know we could get soda, otherwise I would have asked for soda. Okay, next time, Indiana Jane and the Temple of Funkiness. Yeah, is there a Nancy Drew game where Nancy gets amnesia, or because she always gets knocked unconscious so often? I did read one book, which is a horrible, horrible book, Nancy Drew, the Email Mystery. Horrible, don't read it. I'm begging you, don't read it. It is just totally awful. But the one good thing about the book is that Nancy gets knocked out, obviously, and for the first time I've ever seen, she gets aspirin. Yeah, she goes to pick up some Tylenol for her headache. Does she ever do that in any of the games? No, she just gets knocked up. She's just up. She's good. She's fine. And expensive sodas. Yeah, $4 for a soda. I mean, especially when it's $4.59 for a shake. It's only 60 cents more to buy a shake. Dude, buy a shake. And there weren't really any Hardy Boys in this game. Oh well. Thank you for watching, everybody.